All right. Let's make sure we're green. We're green. Green on OBS. Green on YouTube. Let me mess with my mic a little bit. There we go. All right, and now there's a few more things. I'm feeling pretty hyped up right now. Let me go to Discord. Updates. Hey, everyone. Today's the day. The new hero reveal. We're watching together. Come hang out. Pop. And let me head to my channel. My channel. Inf. Yo, if you're here early, yo, feel free to leave a like on the stream. It helps out a lot. Copy, paste over here, boom, boom. All right, let's see who's here early. Viper, Matthew, Madly Beaver, Bleacher Polish, Two Leaf, Stewart, Trashback, Talon, Sunbro Solaire. Okay, wait a second now. All right.
WTH does MILF mean?
What the hell does MILF mean? Okay, thanks for the 5, Beaver. Anyways, Omega Warrior, Ban Fox, Jay Singh, Charles, Kellen, the Big M, Hassan, Kuchacho, Stewart, just your everyday Joe, Slimy Weasel, Scum, Aiden, Empress, Horrible, Hey, you, Nazva, Nazva's in chat, Just Gay, Peyton, Fumetsu no Senshi. Man, there's a lot of people. Yo, I hope you guys are doing well. No, Talon, I'm gonna talk to chat before the stream starts. I actually started like 20 minutes later than I wanted to, so there's a few things I want to talk about with chat before the stream actually gets cracking. Anyways, how you guys doing today? We've got about 40 minutes, well, 32 minutes until the stream starts if everything, goes well. Ohio gang, I don't live in Ohio. Yo, it's been a long time since I've streamed on YouTube. It's been almost a month, man. That guy, what's good, Inf? I got COVID. Holy, yo, that guy, I hope you're doing well, man. I've mainly been streaming over on Twitch. So, if you miss the streams... If you miss the streams, you already know what I'm about to do. You already know what I'm about to do. There you go. You haven't streamed on the tube in a hot minute? Yo, are you going to stream on YouTube today, Toxic? When's the reveal? It should start in about 30 minutes. Isba in chat, Chair in chat. Whoa. It's not a virus link. Please stop denying it. When is Shaman getting buffed? Who knows, dude. Extra, I'm doing pretty good. They said 9 a.m. Yeah, it'd be 9 a.m. What is it? Western? Pacific time? Am I going to stream Phantom Forces on YouTube now? I'll be damned. That's not ever going to happen. I will tell you that. Alright, hold on. We're going to look at the trailer together. I need everyone to tell me what they think of the hero. Because I was reading through the comments on my last video. And man, things were pretty split. History...
Nerd, heart, I'm doing well, almost out of money to so take it.
Okay, whoa, Pogfish, thanks for the 20, Pog, dude. Thank you, I appreciate you, man.
I truly admire you, bro, one of the most dedicated For Honor content creators I know. Keep it up, bro.
Yeah, thanks for the kind words, Doomsday, and thank you for the 10, man, I appreciate you. Alright. Where's the trailer? Where's the trailer? Where's the trailer? Yo, okay, before we watch the trailer, are you guys excited for the new hero or not? Yo, do not bring the bald stuff over here. Bald stays on Twitch. Bald stays on Twitch. Like, are you guys looking forward to, do you like what you saw? Oh my gosh, yeah, it's mixed over here too. It's mixed on the stream as well. No, yes, no, yes, kinda, man. No, yes, pog. Yo, I guarantee you he will not be Jang Jun 2.0. What happens on Twitch stays on Twitch. Exactly. Yo, lethargic. Yo, are you feeling good, dude? Does your head hurt? Do you have a hangover from yesterday? Yo, somebody called me out because the last time I streamed on YouTube, I said that if we were going to get a Holden Cross hero, I would uninstall For Honor. And here we are. Alright, Cyberpunk is more important. You know, it's kind of unfortunate that Cyberpunk releases the exact same day, dude. Like, the exact same day. At least the For Honor update will be later in the day. You know, it'll probably drop around, I don't know. We'll be able to play around 1 p.m. Eastern, I guess. And Cyberpunk will be able to play like at midnight. So at least I'll get, you know, a lot of time to play Cyberpunk. Plus I don't work that Friday. That's even worse. Yeah, but, you know, for people that are staying up Wednesday night to play Cyberpunk, you know, we'll be okay. You might have to reinstall For Honor. Yo, Empress. Stream starts in about 25 minutes. Make your decision after you see what's going on. Am I going to stream Cyberpunk? No. I think Cyberpunk is a game that I'd enjoy a lot more if I'm not streaming it. Because when it comes to games like that, I play them so slowly. And I don't want chat to get bored. Like, I take my time and I look at everything. Cyberpunk is greater than For Honor. Wiggle, you're not wrong. Also, the fucking, the next gen update is happening on the 10th. I think. When's the stream starting? About 20 minutes. I don't have a next gen console. I didn't get an Xbox or a PS5, so I'm not going to be able to tell you guys how it feels in 60 FPS. And I doubt I'm going to get one within the next 7 days. Yo, Little Light, long time no see. I hope you're doing well, man. Play some For Honor? No, we're actually going to look at the trailer together. For those, especially for those who have, I'm surprised to see people in here who don't even know what's going on. They're like, what? New hero? People are just out of touch. The CCU dropped, they stopped playing, they stopped paying attention to For Honor in general. Does it mean next gen will have the upper hand on older consoles? Miss Lunar, odds are, look, maybe, okay? Maybe. It depends on how it feels, man. Betsy's pushing it. Shut up, Viper. PC's fine. PC's fine. Alright, let me pull up this trailer real quick. I lost it. I can't find it. Hold on. Fellas, I have lost the trailer. Fellas, I have actually lost the trailer. Never mind. Here it is. Alright, music, shut up. Let's move this on over here. Yo, Dominic, thanks for the 2. What's good? Yo, today's the day. It feels like it's been forever since we've had anything like, well, super new to be hyped up over, you know? Alright, here we go. Getting stick bugged on the stream.
Some of you have known me under other names. like the name of some callous demon, or the name of a foolish knight. Yet today, I have another name. It was given to me by people who could have left me to die. But instead, they taught me the true meaning of courage.
We're gonna go back and look in a second.
What are you most excited about?
Listen to me, warriors.
I'll tell you in a second, Doomsday.
Don't
Thanks for
let
the
some mad tyrants play God with your lives. Fight for the people who saw the good in you. Fight for those who will want to remember you. Come on, warriors. Show them how you fight.
Yo, Brandon, Envy, welcome back to the stream. Doomsday, thanks for the 10. I'm excited about the whole damn game or Doomsday. It's been 8 years. Yo, hold on. Alright. How'd you guys feel about the trailer? W or L? Alright, hold on now. Okay. Alright. Now this is this is what I wanted to fucking talk about. Whoa, we're split again? We just can't make up our minds as a group, huh? W's and L's. I think the trailer itself is a W, dude. It's a good trailer. It really is a good trailer. We start in 11:52 is generally when the streams start, or like when the the music and shit kicks off. I think it's a good trailer. Anyways, okay, so we can assume that these are the new some of the new armors for next season. Shaman is the hero that got the new set. So what? Last season it was Aramusha, and the season before that it was Centurion. This season is Shaman. I'm happy because I, played a lot of Shaman, and this outfit or this set will get me back into Shaman, because in the trailer you see that Shaman actually looks like a human being. Where is it? I think it's over here.
Wants to remember you.
Here it is. Dude, Shaman looks like a human being for once. Can we get a good look at her? She looks good, dude. She has a full set of hair. She doesn't look like, she doesn't look like she's not alive anymore, I dig it. I'm thirsty. Okay. Look, all I'm saying is I think the new Shaman set looks good, okay? I think it looks good. No glad armor makes you sad, dude. Okay, so we had Centurion, Aramusha, now Shaman. So next up we'll either get Shinobi, Highlander, or Gladiator. If I had to pick on any of those heroes, like if I had to choose which one of them got new armor next, I personally would choose Gladiator, because I love like the Roman shit. But Highlander players are about ready to Highlander players are losing their fucking minds, so Shinobi isn't a hero. Are you guys still talking about that fucking poll when they forgot to put, or that survey when they forgot to put fucking they forgot to put Shinobi's name on it? Okay, so we got Shaman with the new set. We got we got Conk, who looks really, really I don't know what to say about Conk, dude. I don't understand what this helmet or this mask is. It has just this huge fucking nose to rival the Hitokiri pickle nose. And honestly, I might play Conqueror just so I can get this mask. Because it's so ridiculous. And then we've got our boy, Griffin. Oh, I asked Twitch, but I forgot to ask you guys. Okay. Be totally honest with me here. Do not hold back. How do you guys feel about the name Griffin? Just the name. Like, just distance yourself from the hero. Don't think about the hero. Just the name Griffin. How do you feel about it? Oh my god, you guys are fucking harsh. See, I'm not a big fan of the name Griffin, okay? And the only reason I bring it up is because it's the first time I ever realized that I don't really mesh with Yubi's choice of a name on a character, right? I think every other character is pretty badass in terms of like their name. But Griffin, it just doesn't fit with me, you know. It doesn't gel with me. Anyways, we've got Shaolin, and some people were upset that Shaolin has hair here. I'm not. I actually kind of dig it. I kind of dig the hair. And I've seen some pretty badass Shaolins out there, like fashion-wise, and I'm sure that, you know, the hair will be a nice touch. And then we've got the most cursed mask in the entire game, dude. Yo, for Kuwait, yo, thanks for the follow or the sub. Thank you, dude. Shigoki's fucking cursed, dude. I'm sorry. I don't think that there's a mask in this game. Wait, I'm thinking about the masks in For Honor. Nah. I don't think there's a mask in this game that is, like, more cursed than this. I mean, I'm gonna get it. I'm going to, you know, play Shigoki. I've already played him enough. Like, I've played a shit ton of Shigoki to get that fucking what's it called? That head, the shaft for his Kanobo or whatever it's called. Yo, Pogfish. Pog.
Okay, here's the rest of my money. You are cringe.
Oh, that's fucked up, Pog. Yo, thanks for that 377. But yeah, I'll play some more Shigoki for the mask. You want to see the other trailer? Okay. You know, what is it called? I feel like some people haven't even seen the second trailer. The story trailer. But first I've got to find it. I guess... Wait, it's the name of the season. The name of the season is Mayhem. There we go. Pull it over. Let's leave a like on it.
Some believe they're fighting for
I like this one.
for justice, or even for
No ads here? I don't run ads on my Twitch either,
The
dude.
truth is, these are just fancy words, not worth dying for. Me, I'm just grateful I can still fight and breathe. But I've seen many of you out there who are not that.
Look at him riding the ship with the Vikings.
So if you think you don't have a say in all this mess, if you're in too much pain to carry on, or if I've failed you before, let me tell you this. I've come back to make things right.
What's up, Navy?
I will stand.
Yo, random people, what's going on,
I will
dude?
fight for you.
Yo, do you guys think the eclipse will have anything to do with this season? Yo, what's going on, Meat? Also, dude, the fact that somebody sat down and drew this is fucking insane. I don't know how people are so fucking talented, dude. I can barely draw a fucking house. Like a box house. This season trailer is better than Black Prior's trailer? What are you doing, drugs? What? There, look. Okay, wait a minute. I'm not gonna let you sit here and disrespect the Black Prior trailer, dude. The Black Prior trailer is on a level of its own in terms of hype. Yo, yeah, all the art in year 4 has been absolutely fucking insane, dude. All of it. Play the BP trailer. The Black Prior trailer was cringe. Oh my gosh, man. I'm sorry. Anytime I get to watch the Black Prior trailer, I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to do it. I'm sorry. The Black Prior trailer is fucking insane. I'm sorry, dude. It is my favorite trailer in all of For Honor. It does even honestly no. Probably the E3, the first E3 trailer is probably my favorite. But when it comes to character trailers, nothing beats the BP trailer, dude. It has the music, it's intense. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're gonna watch it. When's the Warriors Den? About 10 minutes from now. It'll start in about 10 minutes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's time. It's time. I'm hyped up for Black Prior, and he came out a year ago. This trailer's fucking insane, dude.
Misfortune comes uninvited.
Oh yeah. Turn it up. Turn it up.
Craving eternal darkness.
Oh shit. Oh. Oh yes.
Repent is over. I will take up arms again. Get out of the shadows and teach them true darkness.
Oh, that's so fucking badass, dude. This man will let BP peg him. Yo, fuck you, Envy. That trailer's insane. There's not a better character trailer, dude. I'm sorry. I'm gonna play the Black Prior. No, dude, I'll play the Black Prior or the Year 3 Season 1 face-off theme. You forgot how nasty this was? Toxic, I'm telling you, dude. That is the trailer. That is the trailer, dude. The problem is that he's cancer. Yo, there's a lot of people that don't like Black Prior. At this point, Black Prior is my most played hero. Wulin trailer, what's up? Yo, I love the Wulin trailer, but every time I play the Wulin trailer, I get a fucking email from YouTube talking about that damn song. So I can't play it anymore. I'm sorry. That trailer is nuts. That trailer is really hype, but it's the song that like you just can't play. That and the tournament. For some reason, I can't watch the tournament live either. Come on, Jack. Don't be like that. I'm streaming on Twitch, too? I'm always waiting to post this in chat. Yo, if you're not followed, please follow on Twitch. I'm streaming on Twitch probably 5 times a week. Sellout? Oh my gosh. Can I sing the Wulin trailer song? No. No, I cannot. Twitch is cursed? No, it's not. 3, you're there all the time. I see you in like every stream, 3. You hate Twitch? Yo, I don't blame you, dude. I don't blame you. You know, some people hate Twitch, some people hate YouTube. But if you don't mind watching Twitch, there's a link to my Twitch. Just mute it? Bro, then you'd have to listen to my PC the whole time. You have to sit here and listen to my PC. You want that? You guys always roast my fucking PC, talking about I need to take it out back and put it down, and that it can't run games, yada yada yada. Alright, hold on. Let me check the time real quick. Yo, 600 people watching. Holy shit, you guys want to see this fucking reveal. PC stream win? Not gonna happen. I actually need to pee. I'll wait until the music starts. Which should be starting in about 8 minutes, man. It's really, yo, I said this in the last video, but it feels like we shouldn't be getting a hero right now. Does that make any sense? Like, it feels like it's just not time. Maybe because I can't really explain it. Stream Cyberpunk, are you going to protest? You're gonna have to protest, dude. I will stream For Honor that day. We're gonna have to deal with the wave of IIRs, I'm sorry. When the stream starts, I'll probably turn them off. Like when the actual, like, Warriors Den stream starts. How long have we been streaming? 25 minutes? Bro, it is not a Jang Jun reskin. People saw one zone attack and they went absolutely insane. Who pins Notepad? Dude, I'm on Notepad all the time. Leave me alone. I use it like every day. Lawbringer reskin? Have you ever seen Lawbringer do a Jang Jun zone attack? Yo, Bardock, I doubt we're going to see individual executions anytime soon. Like, as sad as that is to say, I really, really, really want some new executions for Warmonger and Jean Hu and every other hero, but mainly Jean Hu and Warmonger, because Warmonger has 4 and Jean Hu has 5. Yeah, all the other heroes, they have, like, you know, 10, 11, 12. But I mean, at least we're getting something. Jeffrey, it starts in about 6 minutes, dude. John, who? 6 minutes, fellas. 6 minutes. We're almost there. When is this guy being released? Next Thursday. 7 days from now. I'm assuming they're gonna do the exact same thing they did with Warmonger. Release them for $8. And then 2 weeks later, buy them with steel. You're gonna give me a kiss, Fallen. Whoa. Yo, I don't know why people dislike Jean Hu. I like Jean Hu. I think Jean Hu is a really stylish, fun hero. A Bardiche, yo, Ashen one, it took me like 5 minutes to pronounce that word. I was like, Bardiche? He's literally the only Wulin you like. You don't like Tiandi? No Tiandi fans in chat? That's sad. Yusuf, that'd be cool, but we all live all over the world, dude. I mean, we live all over the world. We hate him because he's a Wulin? That's fucked up. Yo, Just James, thank you. I appreciate you, man. You like all the Wulin? I do too. Phasmophobia until the Wolf Den. First of all, what is the Wolf's Den? Phasmophobia is for Twitch, dude. I'm not gonna play Phasmophobia on YouTube. I'm not trying to get my channel taken down, especially after that incident with that sex cult. Oh my gosh. That was insane. You guys still talking about Tiandi? Yo, Tiandi has been, like, I say this very loosely, my quote-unquote main for like the past 2 weeks. The what? Okay, so a few days ago, or a few nights ago on Twitch, we were playing Phasmophobia to check out the new map, the prison map, and I joined a random lobby, a public lobby, because I saw this person's name was Sex Doll Cindy. And I was like, whoa, I can't pass up on, you know, playing Phasmophobia with Sex Doll Cindy. And so I joined, and they were a legitimate sex cult. It was fucking strange, dude. If you go to my Twitch, and the VOD is still up. If you click about 2 hours in, you'll see just the most cursed fucking stream, dude. It was insane. Bears down bad. Envy, you need to be there to understand. I didn't join them, though. I did not join the sex cult, no. Rep 70 Shinobi, that's not going to happen for me. I'm not doing that. How long until it starts? It should be starting really soon. Within the next 3 to 5 minutes. Viper, please don't bring that up. Sounds like a good night. It was not, dude. It was not. Okay, Two Leaf, leave me alone. Yo, I'm not down. I am up right now, dude. Oh, man. Okay, random. Leave me alone. Yo, I'm ready. I'm ready for this reveal, fellas. I'm ready. I'm pretty hyped up. Of course I'm up. Okay, Jay. Yo, you guys are fucking insane, man. Do I think that Kinshi will be the next hero? Okay, somebody's gonna say Lawbreaker next, right? Yeah, dude, I'm fucking pumped, dude. Yo, Slimy Weasel. I'm not cheating, dude. Lawbreaker, please don't call this hero Lawbreaker. Oh my gosh. Yo, Toasty's Pog, dude. Alright, 2 minutes? 2 minutes? Maybe? I really have to pee. I'm actually going to play the trailer for you guys again while I pee. Just so you know you're not sitting here listening to my PC. Be right back, be right back. Gotta pee before it starts, dude.
Some of you have known me under other names. Like the name of some callous demon. Or the name of a foolish knight. Yet today, I have another name. It was given to me by people who could have left me to die. But instead, they taught me the true meaning of courage. So, listen to me, warriors. Don't let some mad tyrants play God with your lives. Fight for the people who saw the good in you. Fight for those who will want to remember you. Come on, warriors. Show them how you fight.
I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. Yo, stream should be starting any moment now. Why are you guys saying Jang Bringer? Yo, my favorite was fucking Jolden Joss. That's my favorite. It's not Jang Bringer or Law June. They started the stream? No, they didn't. I'm looking at it. They'll probably start in about 50 seconds or so. Oh, shit. Never mind. You were right. I was wrong. Here we go. Here we go. Let's listen to the music, fellas. It's time, it's time. Gotta roll my sleeves up for this. This music's kinda lit. Okay. Whoa. I like this. I like this song, dude. Okay. This music's a W, fellas. Got some harmony? This music's got me pretty fucking hyped right now, fellas. I'm pretty hyped up. I'm not busted over the music, but the song's hype, dude. Yo, Bold, what's going on, dude? A Pierre type beat. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yo, one thing about Yubi, they always knock it out of the park with the music. That is one thing you cannot deny. 6 minutes until Shaman Belly? Okay, Thunderstar, you're a little too horny right now. Yo, Flat Earth, welcome to the family, dude. Am I gonna play Law June? I'll probably play him. Look, I will play this hero, I'm certain, much longer than I played Warmonger. Warmonger is the only DLC hero that I got to rep 3 and then stop playing. Baldbringer? Okay. Only 5.5 minutes left, fellas. Yo, Lightning Cal, I think we all do. We all do. I lost. Okay. Where's the fast forward button? Yo, it's not here. Noah, probably not. Is this the end game? Yeah, we don't know shit, but we do know that next season there will be some support, so. What's a Discord ping? Oh, I forgot to silence my Discord. Sorry. Why are you spamming join the Discord? 4 minutes. Whoa, what did I do? The hell happened? You can scroll in full screen now? What the hell? Since when could you do that? Why are you guys so concerned about Shaman's belly, dude? Stop being so horny. What Johnny sends in for honor. Okay. Whoa. Do I think the faction war will change with this here? I mean, honestly, I could see the faction war changing. Like, to go away from Knights, Vikings, Samurai into, like, Porcos versus the Resistance. Or, like, Griffins versus Horkos and Resistance as the third faction or something like that. Oh, Connor is Fu Huo. Fu Huo. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Order of Hookers? Yeah, dude, that's classic. I will never forget about the Order of Hookers. Who the hell's gonna pick the Horkos, though? I guarantee you, honestly, if they did split factions up between Knights, or not Knights, Horkos, Griffin, and Resistance, if they're all separate factions anyways, I bet a lot of people will go Horkos. What's my Twitch? You should never ask. Links in the description, or links in chat, links in chat. Yo, Jeffrey, is because people like to watch things together, alright? And we're all together, we're having a good time on this Thursday morning. Alright, III is off for the time being. Hold on, I'll turn it off. I'm gonna need to remember to turn it back on. 30 seconds, okay. I'm fucking hyped up. Please, chat, don't be so horny today. We're supposed to be hyped, not horny. 10 seconds, fellas. Oh, I'm fucking hyped. I'm ready. Here we go. It's time.
Year of reckoning. A season with hope. A season of tyranny. A season of resistance. And today, we dive deep into the final season. Year 4. Season 4. Mayhem. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Warriors Den. I've got this new microphone that I can move around. I've got Clarissa to my right. How the hell are you? We got a hell of a show.
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm super excited. I know it's been a while since we last did our Warriors Den, which was for the Halloween event. But magnificent, really excited. How are you doing today, Mike?
As you could tell, I'm very excited, very hyped. I've got this thing. I've got a shitty mustache. It's going to be a great time. Let's get right into it. We've got so much to share. It's going to be a long one. And to help you guys out, to stick it out, we've got Azarus, Twitch drops, and all that good stuff. So let's get right to it. Azarus, before we get into the details of Year 4, Season 4 Mayhem.
Yes, Azarus is an extension on our Twitch stream where you can answer questions based on the show, so pay attention. And if you get those questions right, you get credits called Ubies, which you can use to redeem for honor rewards such as XP boosts, scavenger crates, etc. And you can redeem those rewards at foronorgame.com/redeem. Don't forget that we also have this Azarus Creator Program where you can have this extension onto your stream if you are a For Honor streamer. And on top of answering questions, you can also challenge players to a match or something to also win other rewards. But on top of Azarus, we also have Twitch drops. So
Twitch drops.
everybody who watches the show for at least 30 minutes will receive one scavenger crate, but this is per 30 minutes. So for example, if you watch 1 hour, you will get 2 scavenger crates, and etc.
Well, you can
On
win
top
the
of that,
hero?
every
Okay.
10 minutes throughout the show,
Was
you
not
will have
expecting
a
that.
chance to win 100k steel or the Griffin, which is, you know, the new hero, which will be unlocked into your account when he releases on December 10th.
A whole
Speaking of
scavenger
which,
crate.
Griffin trailer that I'm sure you guys saw. Fantastic. Larissa worked on it. Just wanted to let you know. If not, let's get to the Twitch drops directory, where you guys get, of course, 1 XP boost, 1 hour watch, all the way down to 24 hours watch with all of that stuff that accumulates. Let's not forget. And then after that, for the actual time slots on December 14th,
Yo, fellas.
to December 16th. At 11 a.m. ET and 2 p.m. ET, just
Don't
by
worry, you
logging
can
into
watch
the
me
For
on
Honor
Twitch.
directory, you
I'm
get
a
4
professional.
XP boosts. So those, again, if you time yourself, you get those directly. Obviously, when it comes to these things, please allow for due process. Takes about 24 hours, 48 hours, something like that. So please be patient. But that being said, for those of you who are streamers and streaming For Honor content, we also have this
It's
great
mine.
activation that is still
100K
ongoing for
steal
every
is
season
all
launch,
mine,
which
baby.
means that if you are the top 10 streamer, what does that mean? You just got to stream For Honor a shit ton, and you get 100k steal. So if you're part of that top 10 list
Oh, fuck
of
you, Sax.
hours streamed on For Honor,
Yo,
you get
Cams, what's going on?
100k steal that you can use on the new hero if you'd like, for Griffin, of course. And then we've got the roadmap. So what can you tell us about the roadmap, Clarissa?
Yep, well, it's the beginning of December,
Okay,
so
sorry.
let's take a look at what's coming into For Honor this month. Today, December 3rd, we have the arcade quest and content of the week,
Roadmap.
which we'll be showing throughout the show.
The hell?
Tomorrow, we have Ranked Warrior Challenge, which will be happening until the 7th, I believe. And Saturday, which is what I'm super excited for, we have the For Honor Dominion Series closed qualifiers. This will be broadcasted on this Twitch, twitch.tv/ForHonorGame. We'll get into more details about the Dominion Series and what's coming up later on in the show. But December 10th is when Mayhem launches. We have the Griffin, which will be available in first-party stores for $7.99. The new Battle Pass for Year 4 Season 4. Twitch drops for the entire directory, which will last for 1 week that we just went over with Mike. And, of course, Testing Grounds will return for a week as well, starting December 10th, and it will end on December 17th. We will go more details about that with Stefan and JC later on in the show as well.
Cool,
on the
Stefan.
17th, we have a cool little event going on.
I hope it has something to do with the
Maybe.
eclipse. Please,
Who knows?
eclipse.
We'll never know.
Was that the
Well, I guess
moon?
you just gotta
Was that
find
the
out on
moon?
the 17th.
That's right.
The 19th, we had the last chance qualifiers pools. This means that if you did not make it into the closed qualifiers, have no fret. You still have a chance to compete to get into the finals. So make sure you sign up for December 19th if you have a team. The 24th, we have Arcade Quest. Griffin will be available for 15,000 steel. I was about to say 15 steel. Well, hold on.
15 steel.
Hold on.
No discounts right now.
Another content of the week, and on December 25th, Merry Christmas. You have Extra XP Fest.
Double XP on
And we're going
Christmas?
to end the year and
That's
the
a
month
present right
with
there, huh?
Arcade Quest and new content of the week.
Fantastic.
Stacked
And it's
December.
filled with stuff, like
Stacked
we said,
December.
surprises along the way. Today is only part of the Year 4, Season 4 Mayhem journey, but it's going to give you a great overview. And without further ado, let's head over to the narrative trailer of Year 4, Season 4 Mayhem. Let's get it.
All right,
Some
fellas.
believe they're fighting for power, for justice, or even for peace.
Testing grounds.
Truth is, these are just fancy words, not worth dying for. Me, I'm just grateful I can still fight and breathe.
December's a reuse
But I've
as
seen
a
many
come
of you
on,
out there
Stone.
who are not that lucky. So if you think you don't have a say,
We'll find out in a
all
little bit,
this
Tyrannos.
mess, if you're in too much pain to carry on, or if I've failed you before, let me tell you this. I've come back to make things right. I will stand and I will fight for you.
All right, let's see. What are we getting into? What are we getting into to start things off?
And there you have it, folks. The narrative trailer for Year 4,
Oh, the
Season
story
4,
stuff.
Mayhem, that starts next week, December 10th. And to talk about the season today, we've got some very, very special guests. We have game director Nicolas Bombré, game writer Elise Trin, and lead audio designer Mr. Rene Hidalgo. How are you guys?
Great, how are you?
Great, Mike.
Excellent. I'm enjoying the fact that you guys are excited because the folks back at home want to know everything about Mayhem. So let's get started. Nico, what can you tell us about this season in particular? Obviously, this is the climax of Year of Reckoning. So what can players expect?
It's going to be a very exciting season. Obviously, this time we have a character launching with this new season. The Griffin is coming to unite all that resistance that you saw in season 3. So all these small, movements and skirmishes that you guys have been experiencing in Tales of the Rebellion. Griffin is coming to unite all of these rebels and form a much stronger alliance to fight the Orcos and face them for the first time in this new season, Mayhem. So that first combat, that first full-on conflict is going to change Heathmore for the future. But not everything is going to be about fighting and conflict this season. Obviously, you can expect some holiday surprises coming your way. There's also going to be a new battle pass with Chimera Alliance themed rewards that they're very exciting, and also some new armors and a bunch of new map updates. Also, very important announcement on combat. The testing ground will reopen in the beginning of this new season with changes to the Warden, the Bushi, Peacekeeper, and Shugoki in the aftermath of the CCU update. So Steph and JC will show up a little bit later on the show to give you all of the details. But yeah, this is a very exciting and packed new season. So enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, and that is correct. We've got a hell of a show for you guys today to cover all of this, at least from a surface level. And obviously, in part of telling this story in Mayhem, we've kind of seen this displayed in our what we call key arts in the marketing language, and this is one of them that we've seen, and we've kind of seen the evolution from season 1, where it was a peaceful time, the arrival of the warmongers in season 2, and resistance last season, and now we get to Mayhem. What can you tell us, Clarissa, in terms of the collaboration? Because this was part of our job as marketeers. I don't know if that's a word, but I'll use it anyway. For this season, in terms of the collaboration that we had with external artists.
Yeah, so just a quick recap for those who, just to get people up to speed, the Year of Reckoning, which was Year 4 of For Honor, was a special year because we did collaborate with great artists, and this time around for Year 4, Season 4 Mayhem, we collaborated with Theoretical Part, which is a compromise of 2 people, Boris and Daria Sokolovsky, and they are 2 illustrators from Russia. So with their style of Mayhem, we have their lovely key art that we can see here, and
there you go.
and also in the trailer as well, which you just saw. But in game, you'll also be able to see the way that they represented Mayhem in game, which we'll go over later on with Yuri when we go over customizations.
Yeah, absolutely. And a part of the key art that we see right now is obviously the warmongers on the right side over here, and obviously Griffin. So talking about Griffin, this new hero, but not so new hero. Elise, what can you tell us about this new character that players will be able to start playing as soon as next week, December 10th?
Yeah, so this new hero, as you can see, he has a familiar face. It's basically the beloved Holden Cross, but an older cross, obviously.
Much older.
So basically, it's been like more than a decade since the end of the campaign. The events where you see Holden, Ayu, and Stigender trying to establish some sort of peace. But then after that, a lot happened. He had to, Holden Cross had to leave the Order of the Lawbringers. He became a mercenary. He had to almost make people forget about his name, because his name was still attached to the Blackstone for many people. So he tried to make amends and to change his identity in a way, and that's why people started to call him, Griffin, as that winged lion, basically, that became something new. And now, as the resistance has been growing in Heathmoor, as the rebels needed someone who knew the enemy from the inside, who had the charisma and the poise to lead the battle. They basically thought that Griffin was the ideal candidate for that. So that's why he's now back, and he's ready to lead the charge against the first battle against the Warmongers and the Order of Horus. And this hero is also very special to us because he's since he tried to make amends, he tried to learn all the cultures across Heathmoor, compared to the Warmongers who are trying to impose a new culture, who are speaking just one language. Griffin, he did the opposite. He's doing the opposite. He's trying, to understand and learn from others, and especially new languages. And that's why it's also our one and first polyglot hero ever in the game.
That's unreal. And so for those of us who don't know what a polyglot is and didn't research it right before the show, Renee, what can you tell us about what that means for you and the audio work that went into this character and kind of materializing his background story?
Well, first of all, I can't even speak English all that well, so can you imagine what it's like to learn 4 languages? So, honestly, what an achievement done by the team for this character. We spent many hours with language coaches, translators. We did many hours of rehearsals. So just to touch on what Elise was saying about our use of language in the game, as some people call this lazy for the warmongers speaking English. First of all, how dare you? Second of all, but it was also our idea the whole time to have a character that would speak in many languages. I remember Lise bringing this up. I was like, man, this is crazy. I love it. Let's do it. And we just, we wanted to make sure that first we wanted to see if the actor was up for it. He was more than up for it. He was, he practiced really hard. So yeah, we're super proud of all the work that he did for us, and also, with all the support we got from our translators and voice coaches. So there's Francis, Aiko, Yoe, Emilia, Gunnar. There's our Alice Sound Studio, the Boombox Studio in Toronto. Nico and Steph for their guidance. Ben, he helped really make a really nice and engaging design for the Griffin, for the voice, on when he should speak. And of course, Elise and Evan, our voice actor. He did an amazing job. Kudos to the team.
Yeah, absolutely. A huge shout out to your team. And again, we've got so much more to cover on Griffin, because we've got a segment that's coming up next for the fight kit. So I know that that's going to be on people's mind now. So again, guys, thank you so much for coming in and talking about Mayhem. Again, for those of you who may be joining the show a little bit late, it starts next week, December 10th. The hype train is all aboard. Okay, so guys, thank you so much. And we'll be right back after this with Stefan and Benjamin Goulet, who's going to be on the Warriors Den for the first time, to talk about Griffin. Thank you again, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
I'm ready, boys. So I had to mute my mic for a second. Oh, I missed it.
Some of you have known me under other names. Like the name of some callous demon. Or the name of a foolish knight.
What did I fucking
Yet
miss?
Today, I have another
I stepped
name.
away for 1 second and you guys were talking about some weird
people
shit.
who could have left me to die.
What did I miss?
But instead, they taught me the true meaning of courage.
The new execution? Oh, I missed it. Wait, who the fuck said a butt plug? I gotta see this execution
So,
now.
listen to me, warriors.
What?
Don't let let some mad tyrants play God with your lives. Fight for the people who saw the good in you.
Fuck?
Fight for those who will want to remember you.
What the fuck are you guys talking about? Oh, it turns him into like a little action figure? Okay.
Come on, warriors. Show them how you fight.
Okay, they turned
And
into
the
a
hype
figurine.
train goes choo-choo, ladies
All
and
right,
gentlemen.
let's
and,
get into
we
it.
are back from a great
Butt
trailer
plug
that
action.
Clarissa worked on. A huge shout out to her for
Okay.
the Griffin trailer. And to talk about Griffin, we've got two very special guests. For the first time ever, we have Benjamin Goulet, game designer,
Oh.
part of Stefan Jawinski, who's to his left, that they already know how to look at each other through this technology, which is fantastic. How are you guys today?
We're doing great.
Great.
Oh my God, you guys, just professionals. Okay, let's get to it. Griffin, obviously, Elise spoke a little bit about the narrative side of things when it comes to this hero. We all know his bad guy turned good guy, and now he's a mercenary that traveled across factions for those of you who joined late. But so let's talk about gameplay. Stefan, what can you tell us about this hero? What makes him stand out?
I mean, this character is super cool. Benjamin's going to kind of run you through the whole fight kit and the feats. But basically what this character is all about is it's going to be a very strong support role. You're going to see that especially in the feats. You're also going to see it in the abilities in
Support?
the group fight. It can lane, it can survive in a group fight, it can kind of shape and control the fight, and that's going to be super cool. And in terms of one-on-one, you're going to see that it's got a mix-up that it wants to live in a lot at the end of its chains. And then it's got a good opener to be able to get there, and some cool shortcuts that are going to help you live in that mix-up a lot more often.
All right, so Ben, let me ask you the question. What are 3 words, if we can, to describe Griffin?
Here we go.
Yep, I came up with support, versatile, and old.
Old.
Love that one. Love it. Okay. Well, speaking of those 3 words, let's dive into maybe his move set and the more specific side of things. We're taking a look, of course, at his emote right now. Of course, completely glorious, a true leader in every sense of the word, as you can see, with a great beard. But what about his actual move set? What can you tell us today?
I can tell you a lot of things. All right, so we're gonna get right into the basic chain, basically. So it's a 3-hit chain, where you can do light or you can do heavy at any time in the chain. So super versatile, you can press buttons and they're gonna do something in your chain. For your light starter, for your light chain, the light finisher is undodgeable. So you see Astra here trying to dodge, not gonna have any of that. Boom. All right, and
Listen
then
to
we've
those
got
voice
the light
lines.
combo. So basically, if you land your first light and you do a second light in the same stance, you're going to get that second light guaranteed in any stance that you did. As long as it's the same stance twice, boom, get your combo, and then you get to your finisher. So you can see pop, light, undodgeable. So that's one of the shortcuts that Stefan was talking about earlier. This way.
Pop.
Next, we've got the heavy chain, which is, as the name implies, 3 heavies, and your third heavy as uninterruptible stance.
Cool.
And it has, I wouldn't be surprised if it has like one of the best trajectories in the game. So you want to use this in group fights.
Okay.
Tag like 3 people in the opposite team, get some kills, maybe take some damage and trade, but you'll be pretty damn happy you used it. And then the next video shows off that you can do heavy, light, heavy, freeform chain,
Pog, Highlander.
go nuts, press buttons, it's gonna work. And you've even got the next video which shows off that you can also zone attack into light and heavy. So the zone attack has
Even
360
says a Highlander voice
trajectory that comes out super fast. So again, you can try to option select someone with that, and then turn the tables and get to your finisher.
I think it
and,
has
get the
charm.
kill.
I think it's charming.
And we finish it off with the third option, for your finishers, which is the kick, which leads into a guaranteed heavy. It's a specific follow-up that can execute. So
I think it's cool.
Right? You've got the
Like if he
untouchables,
learned these
you've
from
got
Highlander to say
quick
the same
bump that
thing,
you
I
can't
think that's
react to,
kind of cool.
and as the like 1v1 kit, and then you've got the heavy finisher that's an untouchable stance for your group fight scenarios, or if you want to do a big brain play or you know, troll your opponent, you can try to feint that heavy and guard break if you think he's gonna dodge, and you know that also works in a 1v1, but mostly you're gonna want to use it in group fights. And that takes care of the regular chain. We can move on to the specials. So you've got your Griffin shove, which is a back and guard break input. Great opener, basically, for any other character that has that kind of opener. It just works. And if you go to the next video, you'll see that it goes directly into your light and then to your finishers. So basically, you land your shove, there you go. You've got your mix-up with the finisher where you want to be. So it feels great to use. And next we have the yeah. So if it whips, you have a link still to your second light, second heavy. So if you've got a Jormungandr there trying to guard break you, you can just throw out your heavy and power right through that guard break and continue your chain. So it makes you want to use that move basically. All right, moving on to the dodge forward. Helm cleaver. So the helm cleaver.
I think that's pretty cool, fellas. I'll talk more after the segment's over.
Helm cleaver is super long range. You can delay it a lot. So you can do you dodge forward and you wait for like 600 ms and you can still press light and do your move. So it's gonna be a great peel, great move to initiate the fight when someone's unexpecting it, I guess. And if you go to the next video, you'll see that your dodge forward light is a shortcut directly to your finisher. So, oh my god, I said it again. Sorry, Helm cleaver.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good.
It's all good, right? They know what I'm talking about.
They're undodgeable.
All right.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna talk.
Yeah, whatever. All right, so we're gonna go to the Mind Cleaver next. Mind Cleaver is on a heavy input. It has ridiculous range. You can be in a group fight, minding your own business, and then you see that external indicator pop up, and you're like, "What is this? Is this a plane? Is this Superman?" No, it's Griffin with the Mind Cleaver. And obviously, if you go, do we have a second video for this one? Yeah, okay, go for it. So you can go light combo, heavy feint, dodge forward, do your Mind Cleaver, get that roll, feel good about yourself, and then you can do your heavy finisher.
Cool.
Which, because all of your dodge attacks are links to your finishers, so super cool. Next video is the Soul Cleaver.
Sounds crunchy though.
So you've got side dodge attacks as well.
A John Who voice line. Let's go.
As well. They will. Actually, I'm not gonna stop there. Boom. Go to the next video. Sick. So, boom. Super. Lots of dodge frames on it, so it's gonna be super useful to dodge. Anything that comes your way, and then you turn the tables again. You've got your finisher because it's a shortcut. So kick, light undodgeable, mix up, super threatening right off the bat. All right.
So maybe if I could sum up so far.
Night,
A
exactly.
sick mix-up, which is kick or undodgeable light. You've got a way to get there from light combo. You've got a way to get there from down X into light into finisher, and now you can shortcut there from your dodge attacks. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else that we could do to shortcut to this stuff?
Are you talking about what's coming up next, or did I forget something and I'm a dumbass?
Yes, I am perfectly segueing to the next one.
Okay, because the next one's not even a shortcut though. But let's keep going.
Okay.
Which is not a shortcut to your finishers, by the way.
All right.
Oh
That's
man,
your
I
sprint
misread
attack.
this. My bad.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's all
I'm
good.
perfectly
It's all
set
good.
up.
It's gonna come. It's gonna come
Okay.
soon. The timing wasn't there, but I liked where you were headed, Steph.
Yeah,
Keep going.
Yeah, hate to see it. All right. So, sprint attack.
Cynic, yeah,
It's
basically,
gonna
dude. Yo,
flip
thanks
your
for the
opponent
5.
over, and what's the next one? Oh yeah, okay. So if you go to the next one, yeah, exactly. You're gonna get frame advantage as the opponent gets up. So basically, you have free reign. You can do, as we can see here, a feint guard break, that's someone against someone that's trying to just roll away, and you're gonna catch them. So basically, if the Griffin lands this, they have to respect whatever Griffin's doing next. So it's a great way to start the fight, and it does some decent damage, right? I think it's like 10 damage or something. So
So this character is basically a Frankenstein's monster of
it's
the
not.
other
It's not
heroes'
like
animations.
nothing. And then we've got the next video, which showcases another situation where you'll be in a group fight, guys not paying attention to you. You got the Highlander on the side. Oh, he sees the opportunity. Boom, top heavy. There's your gang setup. Obviously, the attack is blockable and parryable, so you're gonna have to find the right opportunity. But when you do, some big damage opportunities there. Next, we move to the next shortcut to your finishers.
So let's
Which
pretend
is,
that Stefan set it up beforehand for this.
Yo, Mike, thanks
but
for the
now you
two,
get
dude.
into it.
Yeah, just imagine that we edited for this and we jumped ahead to this point, and
some editing magic happening there for sure. So all right, your guard breaks. You can see the guard break here, leading into the second heavy, into your finishers. So basically, whenever you land a guard break with Griffin, you can do your free second heavy into your finisher mix up.
Nice.
And if you throw your opponent, you get a link directly to your finishers. So throw someone for a wall splat, and boom, there you go. You've got your free heavy finisher into reset. So a maximum damage there. Next, we've got the Ironclad Tactician. So that's a little something Griffin cooked up for us, where if he parries an attack, and he does an attack while he's parrying, so in this case a light, he's going to gain uninterruptible stance on it.
Okay.
So you all know those situations where you're in a group fight, this guy's like, he's got like 1 health left, like screw this guy, let's just kill him, and then you parry and you're like, yeah, finally got the kill, and then you get interrupted by your that other Jormungandr, pesky Jormungandr, who designed this character, and you can get the kill if you are Griffin, because you're just going to trade away with the uninterruptible stance, and that feels great. So what else can you do next? You can also do your zone attack that will be also uninterruptible stanced. Is that like, did I conjugate that?
You invented it. Yeah, it's
I
perfect.
think it was great.
Stanced.
I think it was great. Shows creativity. I love it.
Yeah, there you go. And so that's going to be great for, again, getting that kill that you couldn't have had before, and
think the
even
zone
maybe a
kinda
second
looks
one
cool.
in a highlight reel for YouTube. Clip that shit and put it on YouTube. It's going to be great. And then the last opportunity is obviously, you're heavy.
Look at those fucking.
So you land a light parry in a group
Did
fight.
that left heavy just
Throw
hit
the
someone on the
heavy out.
right?
Someone tries to interrupt you, he's gonna get tagged, and then you can get another double kill into
Whoa.
execution. If someone ever does that, I hope it's gonna be on Reddit, so that I can save it and keep it and show it to my kids. It's gonna be amazing. I think we're up to the feats. Did you want to add anything, Steph, up at this point?
I'm a little scared too, because we might go to the wrong video, but or at least maybe the right video and I'm in the wrong universe. But no, let's rock it. This is there's more fun to come.
All right, there you go. So we've got feat 1, stern stare. Griffin stares at you, and definitely, I mean that's gonna hit you in the
Reduce the
soul right
damage.
there for sure. So as we can see, I'm sure freeze is gonna be on that one. You can see 30 damage coming from the tight heavy, the top heavy, turning into something else. I bet there's a calculation there to be done. I think people are gonna figure it out, Steph. I'm not sure, but I think it makes people attack less, like their damage is lessened or something.
Yeah, it's debuff basically.
Oh, nice. Okay.
You can see the value there, but you need like binoculars from our screen, so I'm sure you guys will see it better than we will.
Yep. So I mean, it looks unassuming, but honestly, it feels super good. It has a short cooldown, so you can use it often. You know, you want to calm down that guy that has revenge. You want to try to save your ally that's being pummeled by a bad guy. Any situation at all, really. You go into the fight, you want to use turn stare to kind of slow down the fight and have some time to do your other feats that come next. So you've got Draconite Mist. Oh yeah, kind of forgot to mention, but all of Griffin's feats are inspired by all 4 different factions. So you had Stern Stare that was inspired by the Samurai. We've got the Draconite Mist, that's a Wulin inspired feat. Basically, you use Draconite to heal your allies and yourself in a gigantic cone around you. So again, that's kind of the defining feat for Griffin. Doesn't have too much of a big cooldown. You get it early in the fight, and it's super useful in a lot of situations where you can save your teammates. It feels
Doesn't
great.
look like it heals that much.
You know, as a support character, there aren't too many in the game, but Griffin definitely has that niche covered.
Looks like it's
You
around
can imagine if
28.
there was a 3rd or 4th character, like they would get heals as well in there.
Yeah, exactly. So the more allies you have around, the more healing you're going to
Okay.
give. Well, it doesn't scale. It's the same amount for everyone. So we got Draconite Bolt shown up here, which is the Knight-inspired feat.
30
It's
damage
going
and
to throw
healing to the
a
teammate.
crossbow arrow, and if it hits an opponent, triggers an AoE from that location that will heal all of your allies around this spot. So basically, super useful when you're like, ah, damn, am I gonna get there in time to save my friend? He's about to die. Boom, snipe shot.
I'm a healer.
You might
but
even kill the guy that you were
it's a
you were
harm
targeting,
assist.
and you're gonna save your ally, and you can come into the fight strong. And then we've got the ultimate feat number 4, Draconite Cleanser, where you use a boom.
That
Whoa.
effect is fucking
Alright, oh my God.
crazy.
Love these sound effects.
I don't know if
Oh,
you're gonna hear it.
shit.
I don't know if you're gonna
Yeah.
hear it. Like,
Oh,
They will
Okay.
hear it, and they'll
Hats
hear
off.
you off this, so it's gonna be great.
So hats off for audio design on
Look like
that
a
one.
fucking nuke
Absolutely
just
amazing.
dropped.
So that's the Viking inspired feat. You're gonna have your explosion that comes first off this like grenade, which then sets off an AoE of healing for the rest of your teammates that are still alive after this to come heal for a respectable amount. So big disruptive feat that does good damage and good healing at the same time. It's like the paladin kind of feel.
It sounds
where
cool.
You're like you're killing people with the light.
The danger healer.
A mic drop type of moment that we could see with this. Like, if you could end a fight with this, that'd be sick. I hope it happens, and you could clip it, and then Benjamin, you could show it to your kids again.
My God.
Okay, well that being said, I mean, super interesting, and I personally see like a great kind of contrast between, we have the warmonger that their feats are kind of almost the opposite, where you see it all about kind of taking away health, and now you have a character that is mainly there to support and use those tools, especially in the feats that you just covered. So that's very interesting as the kind of the protagonist and the antagonist. So that's awesome. And I guess my question now is, for players that are coming from other heroes, do we see certain kind of transitions that may be easier from one hero to another?
Yeah, definitely. I think Kensei players are gonna be comfortable with this hero, especially for the huge trajectories, that halberd. Honestly, that heavy finisher, Kensei is shaking in his boots. It's very threatening.
Awesome.
Yeah, if you know how Kensei's kind of shortcuts work, these are kind of similar. So I think the transition there will be nice. If you like to lane, this is a good character for you. If you like to be either controlling the group fight or kind of like on the outskirts and supporting the group fight, there's a lot of opportunity there. And then, I mean, that mix-up is super scary when you end up in the 1v1s too. So there's quite a lot of option as a player, I think, which is cool.
That's awesome. I guess my last question is based off of the fact that you have this new character that's going to be supporting people. How does that impact team composition? I mean, obviously, high level gameplay. It turns out to be, a lot about how do you make the best kind of composition between the heroes and to complete each other and make sure that you have the deadliest combo when you're in a situation where you're trying to finish off a fight or just control points and stuff like that. So how do you see this hero's introduction kind of shaping that landscape and to Clarissa's work with the Dominion series and stuff like that? Do you see this a character that can impact that type of high level gameplay and even not even just high level, just regular gameplay?
Yeah, definitely. I think Griffin is like the epitome of hybrid. Like he is a true hybrid. I think he can pretty much be decent and good in any role. So basically, he's got the support thing. That's one of his main strengths, but not everyone has that. He's going to be good for team fights. It's going to be great at laning. Just smash that heavy button and you kill like 20 minions. And he's going to be good for healing points, holding points. Because of all the maneuverability option he has and the huge trajectories that kind of keep people at bay. So I think these are going to be his main strong points.
Well, that's awesome. Guys, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to talk about all of this great stuff that has to do with Griffin. For those of you who are joining the stream a little bit later, this is the Year 4, Season 4 Mayhem stream, and we've got a brand new hero in Griffin, a glorious beard, and a glorious moveset, as we can tell. Guys, thank you so much, and we hope you enjoyed your time on the show. Did you?
Oh, yeah. Thanks for inviting. I'll be back anytime.
Yeah, and you were a pro. I got to say it, Benjamin, you killed it. You killed it real good. So, all right, well, we'll be right back for Testing Grounds with, again, Stefan is going to be there, and JC. Again, thank you, guys, and we'll be right back after this.
All right, fellas. New hero, W or L? W or L? What the fuck? What? You know what? A lot of W's. Wow, okay. Lots of W's. I actually like the way the hero looks. I'm not even lying to you. You know, we knew that they were going to reuse animations. We knew this from Warmonger, and we knew that it wasn't going to get any better anytime soon.
Griffin,
I think this is the best way they could have approached it.
Of the Testing Grounds, and we've got the recurring Stefan
we'll talk more
with
after
us,
this
but
stream.
also JC Frenet, game designer, here today to speak on that behalf, on that topic. So how are you today, JC?
I'm pretty good. Yourself?
I'm doing excellent. I know that we've got a lot to cover, so let's get right into it. But before we do, actually, a little bit of a recap of what Testing Grounds is. And Clarissa, if you don't mind getting to it, that would be fantastic.
Yeah. So Testing Grounds is our public test where we give you changes to try out before it goes live in game. What's really nice about this is that it's not a separate server that you need to download. It's just right in the game. You'll see it on the event front in the world map, and it's available on all platforms, not just one. This also allows for your regular progression, so you won't be losing any while you do the tests. The Testing Grounds will be live on December 10th, and it will be for a week until the 17th. Times may change, but we will communicate if there are any changes. And we will be looking through your feedback on our social channels, on Reddit, and most importantly, through a survey that we will be sending out. And based on your feedback, it will determine whether these changes will go live right away or if it will need further development. But like I said, we will communicate on when those changes will go live. So make sure you play some Testing Grounds because your feedback is very, very important in this phase.
Yeah, that is correct. And talking about this new phase, let's get right into it. Stefan, I don't know if you want to start us off and just give us the high level of what this phase entails and the heroes, obviously, that you could see on the screen now, and what the objective is.
Absolutely. Sure. As you see on the screen, there's Warden, Peacekeeper, Nobushi, and Shigoki. These are the characters that you're going to be able to play on the Testing Ground event front.
Cast.
And as Clarissa has pointed out, if you play them in the event front, they're going to be these new changes that we're going to talk about today. If you play them in any other normal matchmaking, it's going to be the regular stuff. So think of this as like a vision into the future, basically. A vision that you will help us shape. So thank you for your time.
That was beautifully said. I just had to say it.
Thanks,
I really
thanks.
like that.
I hadn't rehearsed that at all, I swear. And basically what we're trying to do with these heroes is bring up their viability. We'll kind of break down, like, on a character by character basis, where are they weak in their kit, what are we trying to fix up with each of them. And in a few cases, such as like some of the Shugoki bits, we'll talk about what parts we think are frustrating and how we're trying to address that.
Awesome. Well, let's get right into it, JC. I guess we'll start off with the Warden.
Yep. So for Warden, we're trying to target, like as the previous slide mentioned, we're trying to give every hero kind of like 2 roles at least, so that they can actually perform quite much better in like high-level tournaments. Because what we've really noticed and what we've been seeing a lot is that heroes that have a single niche generally are not picked because they're not really viable for tournaments. So for Warden, what we're going to be doing is we're trying to focus on his offensive 1v1 and also something we call offensive 1vx, which is basically when you're outnumbered, but using offensive tools to defend yourself instead of being overly defensive. With Warden, you're supposed to be capturing points with your strong offense. You're going to defend points as well with your pretty strong offense. And we're also looking to address a bit of fairness and frustration stuff that we've been seeing over the past few months and years. So just to make sure everything is a bit more fair. So with Warden, we're changing 3 modes. We're addressing Shoulder Bash. We're addressing his heavy attack, so both openers and finishers. And we're also touching a little bit on his zone attack.
Okay.
So let's get into it. Okay. So Shoulder Bash. So first of all, he can no longer access it from back dodge.
That's good. Okay.
That's a big change that's been requested by a lot of players. It reduces
like
frustration, makes it a lot better to fight against him. So that's good. He always has a little bit of static movement when you feint Shoulder Bash. So he's always going to move a little bit when you feint to help make sure that you're able to do feint to guard break after a lot of the options we're giving him. Right. He no longer has that little bit of extra movement when you feint the fully charged version. A lot of the times what would happen is you would do a fully charged Shoulder Bash, you would feint, and then for just like a tiny little bit
Warden's
in the beginning,
dead. What?
He would move forward a bit. That made it a little bit hard sometimes to get punishes off of it. And it was frustrating for some players who felt that, well, you know, that my opponent was able to like see what I was doing, react, and feint. So this way, like, it's super clear we don't have any problem with that. And then last but not least, Shoulder Bash can now be accessed after any of Warden's sword attacks. So we have a bit of video for this. Essentially, you can do zone attack into Shoulder Bash now. You can do, which is coming up, we can do, okay, yeah. So we can do, that's Valiant Breakthrough, so dodge forward heavy into Shoulder Bash. We can do his sprint attack, lock Shoulder Bash. And last but not least, we can do neutral, we have neutral heavy into Shoulder Bash. And then we have a final thing here where is also from his heavy finishers, right? So you go heavy into heavy finisher, into Shoulder Bash. You got a little sneak peek of something else. That's pretty cool. So that's the idea. Basically, Warden with this is able to go into like any of his moves except Shoulder Bash goes into Shoulder Bash, which gives him a lot of really like potential offense. You don't really have to stop. You don't really have to rely on your lights all the time. Whenever you're throwing, if you throw out a heavy, you can go to Shoulder Bash. You can go like guard break, heavy into Shoulder Bash. So all those little options that he has makes him a lot stronger offensively.
Warden main's busting right now.
Offset the fact that he lost a little bit of his defensive ability from Shoulder Bash from back dodge.
No Warden main
good
can
point
stand
there is
up
like,
right now.
so why those two things is like, there's a lot of dead ends in the kit, as JC points out, and we're trying to like kind of shore that up and be like, okay, so if you hit a heavy or if you hit a zone or whatever, we would like you to press another button, whatever that is. So Shoulder Bash is a great option for that. And then on the other side, like removing back dodge into Shoulder Bash.
You think this is a neutering of Warden?
Is good because if you watch duels versus a Warden who really knows how to play his or her class, it can be quite a stalling, boring, fishing for Shoulder Bash kind of deal. And we're trying to say, okay, so a little worse in that scenario for Warden, but much better in any other kind of normal fight that you'd see in Duel or Dominion especially.
Yeah, his flow is so much better now with all of these changes. He can always flow back into whatever he's doing, so that's pretty strong. Okay, so next up, we have heavy attacks changes. There's quite a few. First, his side heavy openers have slightly flatter trajectories that makes them a little bit better in Group fights, like I was saying in 1vx, we want to improve his offensive 1vx ability. So you should be able now to do like switch target, side heavies, hit a bunch of people around you.
Let's wait until we use it, fellas.
You're gonna be better. It also has benefits in lane, so your Warden's gonna be a bit more efficient in the lane with this. They also have increased range, so you're able to hit people from a little bit further away. And it promotes that aspect of defensive offense that we have, where those attacks were only ever really used after a guard break beforehand. So that's a big difference there. All of his heavy finishers are now 900 milliseconds. So top was 1,000. Wait, Max, go back. So his top heavy finisher used to be 1,000 ms. Now it's 900. But his sides were 800 and now they're 900. And the reason we did that is, now we can go into the video. All of his heavy finishers are now unblockable, right? So basically,
all
heavy
sides
finishers are unblockable.
35 damage.
Seconds, so that gives them a lot of offense. You actually use them now in group fights.
That's a lot of damage. Before.
So you can go you can maybe do shoulder bash or heavy on one side. Or
that hits
swap target,
hard,
maybe on somebody else. Tag people, they just can't stay still and block whatever you do. They actually have to do something, and forcing your opponent to actually act when they're around you in this manner.
That's like a pre-CCU value right there.
It forces them to do something, and when they're doing something,
that's a lot of damage nowadays. Holy
that's
shit!
The big idea behind that. The salary finishers also have flatter trajectories and have a little bit of extra movement during their startup. So again, like defensively, you can use them to switch target, step forward a little bit, hit somebody. You're gonna be able to hit them a little bit. It's gonna work much better than it used to. But that's pretty good. And then the last change we've done is that all of his light attacks now chain to heavy finishers at 100 milliseconds during their recoveries. What this means is that you can always do light, fully buffer your heavy, and then if you think your opponent's gonna back dodge or side dodge or whatever, you can do feint a guard break, and it should always work. Which is the point here. We want to make sure this is consistent, that we don't have problems with this. Going, oh well, you can always back dodge after a light, or back roll actually. So that's one of the big changes there for this.
Okay.
So next up we have zone attack. So zone attack has two changes on top of chaining to shoulder bash. Now, zone attack's recovery is now around 500 milliseconds, down from 1,000. This is a big buff for group fights. Again, like when we look at Warlord, for example, right? Warlord has very little recovery on his zone attack. This is kind of similar. And it also helps it so that you don't feel forced to constantly go into your chains afterwards. Beforehand, you would do zone attack. You really, really had to go into your heavy finishers, because otherwise you could get punished really hard. With this, it's a lot harder to get punished. Mm-hmm. So you can now just throw a zone attack at a normal point if you want to just stop there, if you don't have the stamina for it or whatever. And it also has a bit of extra forward movement, so you can use it from further apart. You can do, again, switch target zone attack and be able to swap and go in between the opponents constantly. So that's pretty much it for Warden. Stefan, what do you think is gonna happen to Warden with these changes?
So kind of globally, I would think that Warden is going to be a little less slow and stally in a 1v1 situation, which I think will slightly hurt on duel. But there's really
fellas, it's just a testing
for that
grounds.
to happen. For Warden, still be fine. But on the other side, with shoulder bash access as well as the unblockable heavies, is going to be much able to attack and continue sustained offense on a character. So I would say in a situation where you have a Warden trying to hold a capture point, they could actually aggressively fight down the opponent that's coming for them. And then the other stuff you've got for trajectories and in terms of when you're timing of coming back to recovery on zone, for example, should allow you to be much more survivable in a group fight or multi-person kind of scenario. So I would really be excited to see, can a Warden threaten Centurion or Warmonger for their spot on your roster? Before, I would say probably not, and now it's it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so next up we have Peacekeeper.
PK.
So where are we going towards with Peacekeeper, Stefan?
Peacekeeper's an interesting one as well. A little weak in 1v1 at this point, and really not that useful in group fight scenarios on live. And then Peacekeeper wants to get the bleed right now in a fight, and then really try to press her advantage using her enhanced lights. And while this is good, it's still easy to external blocker. It's still easy to shut her down in a number of ways, and we're going to try to kind of pump that up.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's see what we have. So we're changing a couple of removes, or we're doing some tweaks on all of our heavy attacks, some tweaks on dagger cancel, on heavy finishers also specifically, and also on zone attack. So let's start with heavy attacks. So now all of our heavy attacks now deal an extra 5 damage across the board baseline, including dodge attacks. So that means that the dodge attacks no longer do 5 plus deep gouge, you do 10 plus deep gouge. That puts her damage a little bit above the curve, but being above the curve in this case is okay for Peacekeeper. She has to work a little bit harder to get her damage in. It'll let her do a bit more executions, so that should really pump her up a little bit. We've been seeing that her numbers have been going really, really way down since the core combat update, so that should really, really help her out. Next up, we have dagger cancel changes. So we have a video for this. So you can now cancel the recovery of dagger cancel with a dodge at 333 milliseconds. That might seem like an odd number. The idea is that when you do this, you still don't have frame advantage in 1v1, but you can use it in 1vx scenarios, and it actually comes out faster than it was before the core combat update, right? Before core combat update, it was coming out at 400. So now at 333, you can more comfortably do dagger cancel on somebody, dodge, swap target, dodge for heavy, and like do a bunch of like you can really see like Peacekeeper jumping back and forth between a bunch of opponents in group fights, which is interesting. But the recovery time, if you don't cancel with a dodge, is unchanged, right? So we still want to keep that frame disadvantage in 1v1 because with some of the changes that are coming up that we'll see afterwards, we didn't want it to become a bit too strong in those types of areas. Okay. So next up we have heavy finishers. So heavy finishers are not unblockable when you are locked onto an opponent. We were talking about this. See a video of this where we see Peacekeeper landing dagger cancel and then going to her heavy finishers, right? So with those heavy finishers being unblockable, it makes her like those heavy finishers become so strong and so scary because out of heavy finishers she can dagger cancel, she can dodge, she can guard break, she can let it rip, she can feint, she can do everything. Basically, she has every single option out of her heavy finishers. And so it makes it so you can't option select them. So it makes them very, very strong. It makes them super scary. And on top of that, what's interesting is that all of the outs that she has when you correctly read your opponent and you land something leads to more bleed, which in turn leads to going more towards your heavy finishers again and again and again. So it kind of snowballs in that way. So that's really, really interesting for her. It gives her a bit more external pressure as well. So that's pretty good.
I think you still get your combo hit.
Pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah.
After.
Yeah, you still get deep gouge, right? So if you let it rip, you go deep gouge, and you can go light.
PK mains cannot stand right now.
That's the interesting thing is that that's it. Absolutely everything leads to bleed. So
PK mains cannot move.
Next up, we have zone attack. Zone attack has been something that's been a bit of a contentious issue. So now zone attack is enhanced like other zone attacks, and it also gives a heavy parry when it's parried. Okay. Like I think all the zone attacks at this point, except for the bash ones. Now we have another thing too. The second hit is unblockable when you're locked onto a bleeding opponent. So similarly to our heavy finishers, you can go when your opponent is bleeding, you can do zone attack, and then the second hit is unblockable. You can get mix-ups, which brings us to the rest of these changes. You now feint the second hit at the normal feint timing. This was done partially because it makes it a bit more in line with stuff and it makes the mix-up work a little bit better. But also because if your opponent was bleeding, you would flicker unblockable. It looked really bad. So that was really, really like a difficult issue with that. So now I also soft feints the dagger cancel at the normal feint timing. So that's good. But it also now soft feints to guard break and to dodge. So you can go zone, dodge, zone, guard break if somebody's trying to run away from your unblockable, for example. Again, that second hit cannot really be option selected. So it gives her zone attack a lot more pressure and a bit more usability in group fights. It doesn't feint as quick as it used to, but it's still like a pretty potent tool. So that's pretty much it for Peacekeeper. There's one more thing I want to add. Yeah, so we have a bit of video as to what happens with her zone attack being unblockable and then all the options out of it. If Max plays the other videos. Yeah, so since that was like soft feint to guard break, we have zone attack going into guard break. Yeah, okay. So then we have what else we have? Okay, perfect. Okay, so that's what we get then. I I was sure we had the other ones, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, so that's it for Zone Attack. So there's one more thing.
Yes, I love you, Max. By the way, thank you.
Yeah, we love you, Max. Like, doing amazing. There's one last thing I want to add before we do the recap because it's not in the slides. It's something that we did a little bit last second. We changed the input on her deflect. So when you're deflecting left, right, or front, to a heavy attack instead of a light. The idea being that like a lot of other characters have that. When you deflect, you do one button, and then if you deflected, you would do your deflect, and if you didn't deflect, you do your dodge attack. So now you have that with Peacekeeper as well. So whenever you're dodging, just always hit heavy if you want to do something, and the right option is always going to come out. So that's pretty good.
Cool.
We can go into the recap now. So Stefan, what do you think is going to happen with Peacekeeper?
I think it's going to be very interesting to see how she performs at this point. The game plan of get that bleed and then press your advantage is much stronger than it was before. Zone attack is going to have really interesting follow-up. So there's unblockable or soft feint 2, dagger, or guard break or whatever. She's going to have quite a lot of options that way. I would really like to see her hit that bleed and then pressure down opponents to the point where you're like, yes, I want this assassin on my team.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool too, because she synergizes really, really well with other bleed heroes like Shaman or Nobushi, right?
Oh, that was going to be my line, but I forgot it, I guess. So I've won 2 transitions today. So yeah, Nobushi. Oh man, was Mike going to burn me there? I guess.
I let yourself burn yourself there.
Oh, that's right. Better. Self-burn. Okay, so Nobushi used to be a super strong character.
All right, so that's it for the changes to the testing grounds for the heroes. So Mike.
Yes, well, thank you guys so much for going in depth on all of these changes. Of course, this is a 1-week event, and I know that it seems like a lot of information, but
assassin on my team.
So
yeah, Nobushi. Oh man, was Mike going to burn me there? I guess.
I let yourself burn yourself there.
Oh, that's right. Better. Okay, so Nobushi used to be a super strong character.
All right, so that's it for the changes to the testing grounds for the heroes. So Mike.
Yes, well, thank you guys so much for going in depth on all of these changes. Of course, this is a 1-week event, and I know that it seems like a lot of information, but when we talk about the future of this game,
maybe it was a troll.
And you being an active participant within this testing grounds, it's super key to get into all of the information. There's also going to be an article that you guys could read where it details all of these changes and maybe a little bit less of a longer format.
It looks like it happened in the Twitch stream
best
too.
Thing to do is to come to these. And
what the
really
fuck?
Take a look if you need more information. So, Stefan, JC, thank you for your time and thank you for diving deep.
What about Nobushi and Shigoki?
For a map update with our friend Edgar Orlando Oliva. So, thank you again, guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Huh? I don't even know what to say. What the fuck? Yo, people are gonna be saying night bias all fucking day now. First the Shinobi off of the pole, and now this?
Joined back now with another special guest. It's Mr. Edgar Orlando Oliva. Yeah, that's right. That's what the O stands for. To come and talk about Beachhead today. Another map update that's part of the patch next week, starting on December 10th. For those of you who are joining us a little bit later. Ed, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm always happy to be here, especially on such an epic show. And yeah, I love showing off these new map reworks that we're working on. It's always a pleasure.
It's amazing. I know the last time you came on was last season where you went over Sentinel and also mentioned a few other little map reworks that were in the patch notes.
For real,
so
dude,
what can you tell us that's
funny.
Coming into year 4, season 4, Mayhem?
We'll find out later, I guess.
Following the good reception we had on Sentinel and Gauntlet changes that we had, I'm very happy here now
Nobility
to
and
show off
Shadow Mains
Beachhead
grabbing their guns
rework.
right now, the
And
disrespect.
I think,
Smiley face,
players are pretty
smiley
familiar
face.
with this map at this point, and it definitely had some sticking points on it that needed to be ironed out.
It's
and,
up on the website. We'll look at it after the stream.
Navigational changes as well. So I think people will be very happy to see these. So we can start off right away and show off the first major change. Here from the attacker's spawn, you had this single ladder going
the broken
into
ladder
capture
is going to
zone
be
C.
taken out.
And this was very problematic as only having a single ladder access is not ideal to access your home point. And instead of adding more ladders and stuff like that, we went ahead and we created this slope that leads into a broken portion of the wall here on the right side.
Cool.
And that leads you deeper into the capture zone area of capture zone C. So this gives two different options to attackers coming in from spawn of how to approach their home point here.
Thanks for the 5, Matt.
Yeah. And here we also on capture zone C, this area that was kind of overlooking the rest of the map was very unused
Whoa!
space. And so what we did is we connected it to the other side of the map, which was previously non-playable gameplay space.
Huh?
And I think this really helps open up the map a lot more.
That was unexpected.
And gives you far more options in how to approach the enemy team's
totally
capture zone
unexpected.
And how to just navigate the map entirely.
Yeah, it should definitely help with the map rotation for Beachhead at least.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to playing this map. Wow.
Yeah, and here, right next to that bridge, we had these drop downs. It was actually a double drop down to get from capture point C to mid lane, and it allowed a lot of drop attacks.
Yes.
And it was problematic in that sense, and it didn't allow you to go back up through there. So we added a staircase, which now connects capture zone C directly to mid lane, and allowing you to go back and forth between them freely without necessarily having to worry from drop attacks unexpectedly along almost the entire side of that area. And this ladder here, we also positioned for more comfortable access to reach the higher point of capture zone C.
So what do you think, Stefan?
So I think
what is going on right now? Wait. Okay, that's the stream going psycho.
In the middle.
And this area here that you see, this was the opposite side facing capture zone C, which is, again,
it's like they layered the streams on top of each other.
And what we did was we completely opened that up now to player navigation. As you can see, that ladder there now gives attackers access to this area if they go to the left-hand side. And it will connect them to both the bridge, which we just added, and moving on to capture zone A. So I think that, again, opens up the map a lot. Here we see Griffin, using that ladder now. He just spawned, and he's going directly to capture zone A now. So this was something that the attacker team couldn't do before, and we opened up that tunnel as well. And I think it'll be very, very interesting.
Speedy old man Griffin is.
Yeah.
The ghost of this.
Yeah.
Gotta move quickly.
Yeah.
Nice. So are there any other changes to capture point A on Beachhead?
Yes. Well, now that you mention it, we did make a few changes to capture zone
Got
A.
rid of those spikes.
And you'll see that it's a lot less spiky in there now. So I think this was something that it was an ongoing issue between players. So warlords, sad emote, I know, but I think it very much makes capture zone A a lot healthier for it. I think those spikes were a little too gratuitous, if I may say so, and I think, as I said, it's a lot healthier of a capture zone area now, where you can comfortably fight in without having to worry too much about the warlord or the raider just charging in, and goodbye.
Awesome.
So, And okay, and here's another area in which the map needed some love. It was the lighting of Ashfeld. When you picked the Ashfeld lighting location, it was very dark. One of probably the darkest ones we've had in a map. And so we really brought in this amazing sunrise / sunset, kind of lighting to the map.
good.
And I think it really, well, first of all, you can see a lot better your surroundings and everything, which is obviously a plus. But I also think it gives it a little more flavor to that, rather than just that pitch darkness that we had. That here you can barely see the fortress in the back there, and just these little lights that pop out from the darkness. But I think in bringing in this new lighting mood for Ashfeld, it definitely makes it pop a lot more. It almost seems like
that looks pretty good,
here
fellas.
We can beautifully see this fortress in the back now. And it's almost as if the fires have, engulfed the sky, and kind of gives it that orange hue that we see throughout the map. And I think it's really cool like this.
Yo, Ada.
Great. So for at least in the Dominion game mode, we added a bridge. We adjusted pretty much the spacing so that way people won't just rely on dropping in and doing drop attacks. We also gave people more options to move around the map, which is, like you have not just one ladder going up, but you can also go through like stairs or like a hole. And so pretty much promoting a healthier map rotation. Are there any other changes to Beachhead outside of Dominion?
Yes, as you know, whenever I get the chance to work on one of these reworks, I always take a look at duels and brawls and see what can be, improved upon. And so this fighting area here that takes place at Capture Zone C, I felt it's always weird when you have this narrow passage between two wider areas. And so I went ahead and I moved it to the Defender courtyard area. And it definitely opens up the space a lot better to fight in. Sometimes you have these areas in which you're like, am I going to fight in your spot, or are you coming over to my spot, or are we fighting in this narrow space in between? And there's a ledge, kind of right there for new players might not appreciate that as much.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this area works a lot better, and you can move around more freely.
Or run away, like I usually do.
You can only run away so far.
Yeah, it's true.
And Brawl, of course. I always love looking at Brawl. And here, the area itself worked well, but it was you were lined up somewhat bizarrely amongst these fires that were here. And those fires were necessary because the lighting was so dark, as I mentioned earlier. And now that we brightened up the area, we don't need those fires anymore in order to, see properly. And so we were able to remove all those fires, and now you can just have a great 2v2 brawl experience, which I think will be a lot better for players.
Great. Well, that's it for Beachhead. We went over the Dominion mode, the duel mode, and the brawl mode for the changes. Ed, thank you so much for coming on to talk about them. Do you have any last words for the players?
Well, yeah, as I said, I take pleasure in improving and reworking aspects of these maps, especially knowing that the community really seems to appreciate them. And it makes the modes so much better. And of course, the changes made in Dominion also reflect in Elimination and Skirmish, for those of you who like to play those modes. And again, if you guys have any feedback, comments, I always look forward to reading stuff on that. And yeah, we'll see what the future holds.
Yeah, well, there you go. Well, there you have it, folks. So that's the end of this map segment. The next one will be back with Yuri and Andrew to talk about customizations and the Battle Pass. So we'll see you next.
Thank you.
All right, fellas, how you guys feeling about the whole stream so far? W or L?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined now with two very special guests for the last but not least segment of the show. And those two very special guests are Mr. Andrew Im, art director on For Honor and special effects artist. Always a pleasure to have this gentleman on, Yuri Flammenbaum. It's always entertaining with you boys. So how are you guys today?
It's going pretty great. How about you, Mike? How are you?
I'm doing excellent. I just want to get talking about the realization of the game, the customization, and this is what we're going to get into, guys. I know that back at home we've had a long show and we've got a lot still to cover in terms of customization stuff. So let's first start off with the realization. Again, we spoke about the key art, Mayhem. This was made by Theoretical Part, two artists, as we said at the top of the show, Boris and Daria. Great job, and you guys decided to integrate that within the game. Isn't that correct, Yuri?
Yeah, so we're gonna keep up with what we've been doing the entire year. So like we've always been taking their art and integrating it into our menus. So we're gonna get pretty much the same thing, but with a very fun 3D treatment here. The way the clouds move, the effects team did a very good job with it. I think it's even the intro, like when the menu loads up, there's like sort of like this layering effect. It's actually very fun. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
Sorry, I muted myself there for a second, but that's fine. Well, let's head into the world map here as well. You know, when we talk about the battle between Horkos and now what we know is the Chimera Alliance, we see this kind of materializing itself on the world map as well.
Yeah, so like we're trying to keep up with the story, but illustrating it in the world map. So right now what we're seeing is the Horkos army is dwindling a little bit. They're scattering a little bit around. We still get the statues that are destroyed and scattered over the map, but now we actually see some of the resistance firing back at the Horkos. So it's just basically the story of them trying to regain their land.
Excellent. And then after that, we head into the face-off. Of course, this plays off of the key art as well. And you guys obviously made, there's a little bit of an eclipse going on. Maybe that's foreshadowed to something. I don't know. But that being said, how fun or how difficult, well, I know that it's fun because you keep coming and you keep saying that it's great. But how difficult is it, to try to adapt this and try to make it living within, the context of, it's an external artwork that's coming into the game?
Yeah, there's obviously some back and forth that we have to do with the artist to figure out what we need and how we're going to do it. There's a bit of brainstorming involved, and there are some like puzzles that we have to fix to make sure that this all works well. But each one came with their own challenges, and yeah, we're very happy with this result right now.
Yeah, and a huge shout out to your team to make this happen. It looks really great. I guess now we can head into the customization. So Andrew, of course, the art director that always gives us a great show, Mr. Soon himself. What can we tell? What can you tell me about? Let's get into the new hero, Griffin, of course. That was different in terms of coming up with this customization.
Of course. Well, basically, our well-known hero Holden Cross is back. I mean, heart of lion with the piercing eye of an eagle. He's now Griffin. I'm extremely excited because he's one of the well-known hero, and we've been knowing him for like beginning, and he's one of the living history in the world of For Honor.
Yeah, that's very true. He was obviously one of the For Honor OGs, first of all, like you said, being part of history and having such a different type of background with so much experience in a multitude of different factions, different legions, as the Blackstone Legion at first, and after that, the Order of the Lawbringers. And now he's being a mercenary and, as we know at the top of the show, a polyglot character that speaks different languages because of his experience in different factions. So how does that translate to his armor set and the customization that we can take a look at?
Yeah, as dramatic as life was and is the creation of the character was super fun and exciting. Of course, there were extreme challenges we're following as well. I mean, through the armor sets and the variations, I wish the players to join his journey and experience the variety of cultures and people that he met during his travel. Like, his origin might be knight, but then Griffin's armor represent the world and the cultures that unites to fight back the evil. I think that says enough, but let's dive into the armor design.
Let's do it.
Okay, so first set is a default one when he starts the journey as a stranger. And nowadays, the region will
Sorry,
be
fellas, I
around
muted my
Eastern
mic.
Europe.
I'm still here.
The inspiration coming from the Dacian armor.
He's a knight.
And we use this armor as a default because it's different enough, but it's also close enough to see his armor transformation from the original one, the Lawbringer. Of course, we adopted same method as a Warmonger armor customization, so player will be able to have more option, meaning cape on, and of course on the back is cape off. And also different arm designs and the facial not expression, but
yeah,
the
they
facial,
just said he was a knight.
The beards. So first one that you can kind of see is the one with the kind of older version of a Holden Cross, and second one is definitely inspired by the Yuri's beard.
Yeah. It's like looking to the future for me, honestly.
Right. Well, second variation theme is the traveler. So after he left his hometown, he's been wandering around. So as you can see, aesthetically, fabrics are patched and hairs and beards are not trimmed. But his scale armor's designs are very edgy and strong, and it's a bit more advanced version of for the protections. And as you can see on the side, it's not showing right here, but on the right side from the image, he carries a Draconite. That's this. Well, basically, I hope at least explains a bit more about this one and from the lore. And the theme of the third variation is the hunter. He had to hunt to survive in the wilderness and the desert. So, but the wolf on his head also hints who he will be fighting against or hunt when he's back from his journey. So there are also some Viking aesthetics that is starting to rebuild. So more variation will come in TU2 from this journey that from
I like
Eastern
the wolf,
Europe.
Dude.
Very nice. So again, these are the variation. These are the variations of the set one. The initial set. Okay, awesome.
And now the second set, which will show up really soon,
No, he's
will
a
take the journey
knight.
to the land where in nowadays Asia. As it shows, Mongolian-influenced armors were presented to Griffin, not only in the battlefield, but he experiences more of different cultures and understands their lifestyle. The movie The Last Samurai introduces well of a Western culture amidst the Eastern and how difficult
That's
it
pretty
is
cool.
at the beginning, but at the end, the main character blends and adopts samurai cultures. And when this happens, when they respect each other and try to live together, two becomes one new cultures. So this is when we're at the For Honor Year 1 trailer.
I would not
the old
compare
three
him to Jin.
factions were almost made it, but then they failed it to unite it. But then this time he might be trying to kind of unite them together.
I see.
So other variation at this point, this is another variation that you can see with the different alternate material treatment. And other variation, this one at this point, Griffin meets the new culture is the culture of a Korean. The scaled armors are unique points. When he sees when we actually see the Korean armor, and what's interesting about this armor is how colors were differently treated with each row of a scale. So each line will take different colors as the theme, alternate material, and a third color from the color chart. And another unique thing and fun part is added some on the, I don't know, is it called a pon-pon? The top pieces?
I believe, yeah.
And it does something that's very unique. And I'm gonna leave this one for a player to find out which moment that actually make it quite fun. I hope you guys find out, and please post it in the Twitter or the
Reddit.
Yeah, the Reddit. And third variation is, of course, the samurai culture. So Griffin design in samurai, the Japanese culture
Okay.
were used in the helmet design right
Really
there.
similar
And
to the
it was
Wulen
great
one,
to see
though.
how differently translated from the Western to Eastern culture with the same theme. So even with each variation, we tried to assign different alternate material. So for his first one, you're gonna have a less alternate material that will be applied, but then another variation, you will be able to have a more space to choose and control as much as area, so you can have fun with the different colors of alternate material. So this is the first one, and the other one's the second one.
Very nice. We make sure that these videos really kind of give the whole picture. That's why we're taking our time. So just absorb it. You know what I mean?
But that was interesting to explore different cultures with the one character for sure.
And so correct me if I'm wrong here. You know, when we talk about, you know, cross-factional type of armor, and as we see, you know, there's such a range. I'll let you speak on this one maybe first.
That helmet's really nice.
Yeah, I mean, this one is, of course, you can see
Spartan helmet,
it's inspired by the Greek. Well, since this is the kind of closest time in from his journey, so his previous armor kind of remains within the design to give a hint of the periodic order of his journey, and it has a very distinct design of Greek armors, like, you know, how the ornament on the helmet and the cape, of course, is on and off. It's a well protected all over. At the same time, it's a bare feet to attract the gladiator for sure.
And for our Greek players, if you really want to stay true to their homeland, it's Elava, if you want to say that. Elava is Greece, I believe. Elava.
Okay.
Beautiful. Elava.
And this is another variation coming from the first one, and this one is well, basically it's kind of pimped up version that he still had some money in the pocket, I guess. So he's adding a lot of engravings.
Well, he was a lawbringer, so
love it.
Nice ornamentations, and it's just the bling bling version of previous ones. And of course, another quite cool thing is that his visor is kind of open.
Open-toed with all that armor?
And also that was not possible before, but then now since we placed the ornament on the shoulder, this is happening.
Very nice.
And as I mentioned, his journey of the armors does not end here. It will continue throughout the TU2. So let's wait a little longer, and then you will be able to receive more variation of the armors.
Okay, more armors in Title Update 2.
Very nice.
So the mid-season patch.
I mean, this was quite challenging armor designs that we had to create up to this point, because it's not like one type of armor that we had to create. But then it's like armor that shows the different cultures with the one character. So it was definitely ambitious idea, but then at the end, I think we are very happy with the result, because that Griffin gave us a chance to expand more cultures that we didn't get to include in our game.
Yeah, and it's very obviously that when you look at the collection of different customization for this hero, I mean, we're looking at such variety. It's great. It's really awesome. You know, if you can really pick and choose which one calls out to you the most. And as a fellow Greek man, I think this one's my favorite at the end here.
That's cool. As fun as his armor, let's now check out what we did for his weapon.
Let's take a look.
The Bardiche.
Now, weapon Bardiche. Griffin chose Bardiche as his weapon because he could adapt to Bardiche easier from his original weapon Poleaxe. So when Griffin was Holden Cross, his weapon Poleaxe meant the justice. Now he let it go, and then now his weapon changed into Bardiche. This represents the resistance.
Very nice, very fitting. Year 4, Season 3, what was it called? That's right, Resistance. So it fits perfectly. Perfectly.
Yep. And this weapon gives the contrast from the weapon of Warmonger, Flamberge. When the Flamberge had a fancy detailed shapes, now Bardiche is a very simple, rough, and the wild, which showcase from his basic shape. And of course, good. Like as we applied in the armor design, we also tried to see if this Bardiche was we wanted to kind of question, we were questioning ourselves that how would it be translated if this was created by the different cultures.
Chillin', this comes out the same day as Cyberpunk.
Progresses, the more diverse design that you will be able to equip, and of course you can kind of mix and match with the different cultures to create different taste of your fashion.
It is beautiful.
And some of these would be so annoying to clean.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Must be like your beard a little bit, you know?
It looks worse on video than it is in real life.
Hey, look at me. Look at my facial hair. It's nothing to say here.
Hey, you started that in March, didn't you?
Well, yeah, midnight.
Actually, I started it when I was 16, but thank you for asking.
Of course, again,
some of these look really good.
Job from the Shangri
I actually
studio,
kind of
from
like the more basic ones more, though.
They did a fantastic job.
The Swan
yeah,
and the Unicorn,
absolutely.
best ones, hands down.
Yo, Goose is about to go wild. There's a fucking goose on that Bardiche. I think all the weapons for him look good, but this might be one of the heroes, just one of those heroes where I use a more basic
I will tell you, as a Kensei
weapon.
main, knowing now at the top of the show, well, not the top of the show, but we had Stefan and Benjamin that talked about it, that Kensei is a good kind of transition character for this one.
It's a swan.
With this
Swan,
customization,
train,
I gotta go out
goose.
there and try
all the
Griffin with
same.
this. It's unreal.
That blue one looks good.
Of course.
And I can live out my fantasy of finally having a beard, so that'd be great. now taking a look at the full collection.
I really like that second
of all
one.
of these Bardiches. Is that how
It just looks deadly,
Bardishai?
you know?
I don't know how to pluralize that, but
And that fourth
think it's
one
a
looks
Bardiche.
deadly too.
yeah, Bardiche.
Bardiches.
It's like shrimp, no shrimps, right? Look at this.
Oh my.
Beautiful.
We're all just gonna admire the weapons inside.
That
this.
blue one, unreal, unreal.
It's no unicorn, but it's okay.
We do have a unicorn.
All right, okay, so we're heading right into it. Now we're
Cat
taking a
sheep,
look
yo,
at the
thanks
other
for the
armor sets
5.
or variations.
I
That I should
think you
say,
might be a
for
furry,
the other
dude.
characters for Year 4, Season 4. Mayhem for those of you who are joining us a little bit later. So,
Yo, thanks for
what
the
can you tell
5,
us
dude.
about the theme for this year or this season?
We'll talk about all
this
that
is
after.
the armor variation. Warriors.
Whoa,
are
look
ready
at
for the grand
Peacekeeper's helmet.
battle.
Holy, was
They
that a
get the
Halloween
most
mask?
Badass armors, and we'll jump into the battlefield. I mean, it's
I'm not a
as
big
important
fan
as
of
the skill in the
Black Friar
battlefield.
helm.
The aesthetic is also very important.
Of course,
Oh
you
my
gotta walk in and give a statement. You know what
Look
I mean?
at that
Or else
conch nose.
you gotta do it in style.
Ungrateful player base Yuwu, they're trying their best
That's
for the year to
one of the
support for this
badass
game
ones
is
that
on
you
top
can
of the pandemic.
keep
Ha
equipped
ha, I'm
from
not
the
a
year
furry.
4.
Whoa, how are we feeling about that Warmonger helmet,
It's
fellas?
the
You know
last,
what? I think with the
variation from
right
year 4, and
customization,
then
that
make
can
sure
look
to
really
show
fucking
off,
good.
your armors in the battlefield, or at the podiums, or
Yeah.
if you might lose.
It's
but then
like
lose the
here
battles,
it looks
then
pretty
you can
bad,
lose
but I
with a
think
good
with the
style.
right build,
Yeah,
it can look pretty good.
Then you're
Absolutely.
basically not losing at that point.
No, actually, there's moral wins. I don't care what anybody says. At least that's what
Everyone
I tell
wins.
myself.
Yeah, with a good style.
Kensei?
Look at the Kensei. Beautiful, beautiful.
The bird mask.
I've never been a huge
Yeah,
fan
very
of that
nice.
style of helmet.
And we're going to get into a little bit more of the birds later on with Yuri talking about the battle pass. So again, we're taking a look at the full armor collection here for the variations that are available starting December 10th for Honor's Mayhem season, the conclusion of Year 4, Year of Reckoning.
I was thinking a while for about that bird. Which bird? That you're talking about the Griffin, huh?
Yeah, yes, exactly. Sorry, it's the
If
lion
you
bird.
Wanna, if you want to start spoiling things right now. But...
Well, listen, I'm good at that.
Whoa,
so
Nobu.
no problem.
Edgy. Shigoki's fucking cursed.
What are you laughing at, Yuri? Let's take it back a little bit.
It's fine, I'm sorry.
Look at fucking Shigoki, dude.
That's awesome.
But I love the straw hat for the Nabushi as well. So
Mhm.
Shrek Goki.
Now we're moving on to Viking.
Believe so.
Raider.
Nice pants.
Also very simple, the helmet.
Okay.
Clean. Berserker. Nice little head nod.
All getting ready for the battle.
That looks pretty good.
100%. The Jormungand.
Oh.
Whoa, Yorn with
That
the
is
horns.
one strong-looking feller.
Not a big fan of that Valk helmet, fellas. Damn. Maybe next time. Dovahkiin. That is a Skyrim-looking helmet. Warlord's looking pretty good.
Well, I believe so.
And we have a Wulin.
Yes. That's
Oh yeah,
it.
we have the Wulin. Jeez, forgot about the Wulin.
Come on.
Stay focused.
I like the purple,
I
the
won't
purple
use
hue.
that.
It's purple.
The color
It's
for
purple.
and yeah.
Hair on
absolutely.
Shaolin. Hair on Shaolin.
Shaolin in the zone.
Nusha helm.
And Nusha and JJ.
JJ just ready to go. You could
Is
just
that a
tell.
leopard print on his helmet?
No, it's serious.
And his do-rag?
You're a huge fan of leopard print, eh? I can tell.
Ah, damn. I didn't want a
Finally.
mask for Jean Hu. But
Zanu
you know
with
what? It
the-
is what it is.
Oh, that's a scary ass mask.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Nice.
So I think we have one last
Bring her out.
surprise.
Bring
Yeah.
her out.
I think so.
Customization. At least I think.
It's not a surprise at this point.
course.
Come on.
Potentially.
Shaman, come
I
on.
think.
Maybe.
And I think Clarissa might really enjoy it for a reason or another.
Well,
So
we
let's take a
teased
look.
it a bit in the Griffin trailer as well. Actually.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Hype.
Oh,
So
man.
there's the full
Shaman Belly
collection of the
fans.
armor
Here they come.
variations for, again, Year 4 Season 4 Mayhem, which starts December 10th. Now we go into the
Oh,
surprise.
yeah. Shaman looks good now,
Our
fellas.
beloved character with
Full
the not
set
too
of
crazy
hair,
smile.
two-piece.
Clarissa's main.
I
Shaman.
like it.
Beautiful.
I like the Shaman armor, dude.
Well,
So
basically
what
we
did
have
you,
a
what did
new...
you, sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just going to ask and set
Crop
you up.
top Shaman.
What did you guys try to accomplish with this new set for the Shaman?
Well,
I
when we
lost.
asked Clarissa, we have a new design of Shaman in this season, and she looks... I like to get the feedback.
Well, I love her hair, because that's one thing. Because
Yeah, I'm a fan of the hair,
a
dude.
lot of
about
Shaman's
damn time. No
customizations
more
have a
shaved
lot of
head.
shaved sides
I
or
lost.
just like different sorts of shaved heads and such. Oh yeah, and braids too. And what's really cool, at least with the full hair with no shaved, is I'm sure players who aren't really a fan of the shaved sides or whatever. I mean, I personally love the shaved sides. I keep saying shaved a lot, but I don't know how else to describe it.
I mean, we
Oh,
gave that's the
Vampire
thing,
Shaman.
we tried to give a
I like the
different
first
taste
one
of it.
best.
Yeah.
Actually, to come back to the whole year 4 year 1 character DLC characters that we release is they have a specific role for scouting for the narrative wise. As I discussed with Elise, for the narrative, it's to unite each faction to the group up and to fight back the Holocaust. We need someone from each faction to deliver the message. For Knight, it was a Centurion. For Samurai, it was Aramusha. And for Viking, of course, it's Shaman. She's the best for the communication. But for the point, like we focus shamanistic visual, as Clarissa said it. So for the most of the armor, but this time we toned down a little bit on the wild side and provided a bit more calmer armor design. So most materials is still the leather, but we added the fur at the trim, so the design gets a bit cleaner.
Okay.
And of course, she still has enough elements to remind her character as a shaman.
Excellent.
So,
Verified in chat.
I
Verified
never
in chat.
actually
We have a
used
celebrity
this
in
character
chat.
because my fighting style never fits as a assassin.
Man, look at that first
But
one,
now
dude.
with this
Full
look,
set of hair.
Maybe I'm willing to change my fight style.
No shaved.
It's very clean. Unreal. So that leads us in. That does it for the armor variations as well. The new set for the Shaman for Year 4 Season 4. And now we're heading into the Battle Pass, obviously a new one for this season. So Yuri, I think we're going to come to you last. I just realized that we're going to go into the weapons from the pass first.
Fine.
So Andrew...
I'll just sit here.
Yeah, exactly, as you normally do. Let's talk about the Battle Pass, and obviously we're looking at something that's very unique and Griffin-esque, if I should say, for the Battle Pass. What can you tell us about these weapons in particular in the collection that players will have the chance to purchase if they would like?
Yuri, if you want to jump in anytime, just let me know.
I'm
gonna do the introduction. Well, basically, for this Battle Pass weapon, there were 3 themes of this weapon sets, which are the Renaissance, Invention, and the Revenge. I mean, throughout the Season 15, we witnessed the Resistance try to fight back the Holocaust, which is a Warmonger's army. If you have followed all the events that was keep going on from the Season 15, it will be a bit more clearer. The Resistance tried to use a forged weapon to fight back, but it was still not enough. I don't know if you guys remember, but the Ilma, the blacksmith, brings the final weapon. She will bring the final weapon this season to fight back the Holocaust. And the aesthetic designs were kind of inspired by the culture that was known as a Neo-Victorian, which we know more as with the steampunk. Neo-Victorian, which is inspired by the steampunk aesthetically, and has so many new elements such as gears and fine patterns that
When's
shows
the new season come? Next week,
age,
December 10th.
which is Renaissance. And
So it's a little bit...
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, it's a little bit of like a development,
everything, Black.
if I can say it that
Also,
way, in
welcome,
terms
dude.
of the way that
Hope
they're
work wasn't too
forging
rough.
weapons now.
Yes.
It's like almost like a new methodology that allows them to have this new look and maybe more effective weapons, if you
Katana's
could say it that
looking
way.
nice, fellas.
Well, it's
Well,
still
not
the same
actually,
weapon.
but you know what I
Yeah.
mean, like
because
it's
it
like
doesn't have the
innovative.
mechanism of it.
Yeah,
but then
exactly.
we wanted to kind of aesthetically, visually explain to the player that okay, something new has been arrived, and then we are creating something different.
Yeah, Floop.
So again, to be clear, the weapon set does not have the mechanism
no.
of a steampunk, but it's to convey the idea that
Naginata's
you
looking pretty
attempted
good too.
that which was brought from the knowledge of Griffin and the skills of Ilma, the blacksmith. And again, these were created by the helping each other. That's how we created these weapons. And to get a bit more detail, like for the materials, we use the copper and the minor gold for decoration or engraving, and darker leathers with the rusted metal. So that was also used, and also added some silver and the ivory to bring some contrast in design. And we tried to balance between industrial roughness and the Victorian elegant style. So at the end, the result kind of comes out
What's up, NJ?
as that has the both beauty and the beast.
I love it.
Yorm's hammer's looking
Should be
pretty
the title of
fucking,
the
it looks like
movie
a
or something
fucking
at
meat
some point.
tenderizer. With those fucking
Beast
spikes
or
at the end.
Beast and beauty.
Yeah, maybe
Some
something like
balls
that.
with Yorm.
Workshop.
Maybe
It
something
need to be.
Yeah. It has a certain ring to it, I'll tell you that much.
I mean, as for the color theme, I think to have a good combination, mixing the weapons from the Prince
Little
of
light,
Persia
yeah, they
event from season 13 would be nice, nicely matched, and I would recommend that.
I like that. Some fashion tips from the fashion guru himself, Mr. Andrew Im. Honestly, I find these so beautiful, and again,
You know, they look good,
I say this,
but I can never
literally
find a
every live
place
stream. But I can't
for them on my
I
heroes.
can't like be more amazed at the fact that every time there's something new, there's just a new flavor. You know, sometimes it's not necessarily what I would pick, but it's still an option for those who might be interested in it. So it's really awesome to have all of these different types of options as a player to be able to customize.
It's great to hear.
Like, I mean, the weapons look great, but none of them, like, especially these, I just don't see, like, a set that I can match these with. I generally
So
like
I think
my
we're gonna
weapon
head
to
into
fit
the
with my
overview
armor.
of the full collection as we
And if I
normally
can't,
do,
then I'll use
so
a
that you guys can
basic
take a look.
weapon.
I again gonna remind for those of you who are joining a little bit late to the party, You're listening to the Year 4 Season 4 reveal stream for For Honor. Mayhem starts next week, December 10th. And we're just taking a look at the Battle Pass weapons again. That's going to be available starting December 10th at the launch of the season. So this is the collection, steampunk themed, Renaissance. You have it, you name it, you got it. So Andrew, Yuri, we're going to finish off with the final elements of the Battle Pass, which are the
maybe your next track.
There's outfits, there's ornaments. Yuri, what can you tell us more about the other elements of the Battle Pass?
So it's my turn to talk. I'm so excited for that. So Year 4, Season 4 Battle Pass. So we have
Pixel, after the stream's over, we'll look at the
talking about this entire stream. Griffin with the neo-Victorian elements that are sprinkled in. So a lot of the outfits and effects that we're going to have in the past are going to be involving those two elements. So we're going to see, for example, the battle outfit that's going to have a lot of unique shapes that are going to evoke sort of the unison of the factions coming together. We have the ornaments that are going to basically be shaped almost as if they're gears that are going to be placed on your characters. So that's also very interesting. We have the signature, which is going to be of the basically a blacksmith, so you get to see your character doing the blacksmith actions that you've seen all year.
That's pretty cool.
We have an execution that's going to be basically you throwing a bomb towards your enemy, or a bomb. I would say more like just a device that's been created in a very unique fashion.
That's actually pretty cool.
Be in theme with our
pretty
season. And then we have as well the effect, which is something very, very different that we haven't done before, which is going to be Griffin. You're basically going to be wearing Griffin. So you have the head of an eagle that shows up during your idle stance, and then during emotes and your executions,
Joseph,
you're actually going to have wings that are going to.
We're going to look at them
which,
together.
You know, everybody loves wings, so everything's going to be nestled in together. So this is actually the first time that we managed to get wings and a head, aside from a glacier one that we've done a while back. That it's an older one. This is a much cooler version.
Is so cool.
But what's fun about this also is that we've done two versions of this effect. So you have the Chimera version and you have the Horkos version. Chimera being a lighter metal
Outlawed,
with
they did.
red
You just scroll back in the
embers
stream.
and glowing parts.
About 30
And then you have a
minutes.
different metal for the Horkos, which is a darker metal with blue sparks
I'm
and,
not
and
sure,
so on.
Tells.
So you get to choose what faction you want as well. Well, faction between Horkos and Chimera, you get to choose which one you want to represent with these effects. So you get to customize
Sorry, I'm
even
not
further.
sure.
They go really well with the weapons, I find, the whole gear vibes, and hopefully everybody enjoys this battle pass.
Yeah, absolutely. And, taking a look at the weapon collection and again, these flagship items that come to mind, it all comes back down to the duality between the Chimera Alliance as well, or is it Chimera or Chimera? Chimera? I believe it's Chimera. I'm not sure. I apologize. That being said, it comes down to that duality between the Horkos and the Chimera Alliance. And so, guys, thank you so much. I know this was a bit of a loaded segment, but with good reason, because there was so much to cover. Always a pleasure to have you both on. Hope you enjoyed your time on the show.
I do sometimes.
All right. Okay, that's enough, Yuri. All right, guys, that's...
Huh?
All right, well, we spoke about Griffin, but now it's time to talk about the new testing grounds phase. So Stefan is back, but now...
Yo, man, it happens, okay? It happens. It's pre-recorded, so we know this is just like a video being streamed. So I'm sure that they looked over it and they were like, okay, we're done. And maybe, I don't know, they accidentally, like whoever was putting the video together accidentally like clicked and dragged in Premiere as they were going to save or some shit. I don't know. I really don't know. But you know what, dude? Accidents happen. Alright, mistakes happen. I've made my fair share of mistakes while making videos. Not for YouTube, but like when I, you know, back at my old job. I've made my fair share of mistakes, so it happens. It happens. I can't be too mad at him. Joseph, I read them. I was waiting for the stream to go or to end before we check shit out. It was a little bird, LMAO. Yeah, this theme is fire. Yeah, the den is almost over. I'm not sure what we're waiting for.
It's like shaman or.
Oh, we're back.
That was gonna be my line, but I forgot it, I guess. So now I've won 2 transitions today.
I gotta guess
so yeah,
the score your double list here.
Oh man, was Mike gonna burn me there?
Are you red man?
I let yourself burn yourself there.
Oh, that's
right.
better.
Looks like we might be going. Oh shit! Let's go! They spliced this shit
used to
in.
be a super strong character at the top of the.
Or it was an editing accident.
We nerfed a bunch of her timings. That kind of hurt her. CCU, her damage ended up at the board or slightly below for kind
The
of
good
thing.
ending.
So ends up not being meta at all. Basically, what we want to do is try to make some of our mix-ups start to work, some of our timings start to be a little more beneficial towards her, so that she can really compete for can she take Kensei's job as, you know, chief laner or group fighter.
Towels.
All right. So let's look at what changes we've done. So we've done a few changes to hidden stance, also to our heavy finishers and the heavy stance hidden attack, the hidden stance heavy attacks rather. Some changes to zone attack, Cobra Strike, and Sidewinder. So let's look at that. So first up, hidden stance. It now costs 12 stamina to enter instead of 24. That's meant to give her like a bit better flow and a bit like it's not so stamina intensive to cancel your attacks and all these things. It gives her a bit more utility in 1v1 in the lane, in a bunch of different areas. So you should be able to go into hidden stance far more now, which is pretty interesting. Next up, we have heavy finishers. So Max, we have a video for this. So basically now her heavy finishers and the heavy attacks from hidden stance are now undodgeable, right? So this means that in a lot of the cases where you could go into kick, for example, you can go hidden stance to kick, or you can go like kicking your chains or whatever. You now have an actual proper mix-up with those undodgeable heavies rather. So that's really, really strong. It gives her much better 1v1 potential. So that's pretty much the idea behind that. It also helps in group fights. People that try to dodge like excessively.
Yo, Talon, thanks for the 5. Yes, they said it at the start of the armor.
Next up, we have zone attack. Zone attack. We have a couple of videos for these, but so zone attack. The second hit of zone attack was kind of really underwhelming. There was no real reason to use it most of the time. You would feint it like pretty much all the time.
All right.
So now that second hit can actually soft feint into a bunch of different options. It can soft feint into kick. It can soft feint into dodge, and it can also soft feint into her heavy finishers, right? So you have the utility of using it in a 1v1 where you have a mix-up with kick and undodgeable. You can use it in group fights as just dodging into somebody else. You can do a lot of different things, so that's really interesting with her. It makes her a lot more viable in the lane and in group fights and in 1v1 as well, so that's pretty interesting.
And that heavy finisher can be top, left, right, as you like, basically.
Exactly, yeah. So you can't just go like what some pro players do when it only comes from one side, just blocking that side and then side dodge or whatever, so that's pretty good. We also adjusted our stamina cost. So it used to be 40 stamina for the first hit and then nothing for the second. Now it's 20 for the first hit, 20 for the second. We'll see how this goes. It might be a little bit strong, but we'll see where we end up with this.
Lots of zones.
This is why it's part of the testing grounds, correct?
Exactly, right? That's the interesting thing. We can actually test this out without breaking it. Pretty good. And then the feint for the second hit now costs 10 stamina. It used to cost nothing. There was a bit of some inconsistency there, so that we're trying to just make it a lot more consistent, more predictable, so that in the way that it works. Next up, we have Cobra Strike. So Cobra Strike now also changed the heavy finisher. That makes it so basically what used to happen with Nobushi is you would land a Cobra Strike, right? So dodge for light or side dodge light, and then your opponent would literally just roll away from you every single time, and there was nothing you could do. It was absolutely impossible to catch them up. So with this now going to heavy finisher, your opponent actually has to stay in place, because if they try to run away, you can do your heavy finishers and tag them, which is pretty strong. It's really useful.
Just buffs.
And the fact that when you're fighting against a Nobushi, you actually have to respect her when she does whatever option she does now. So that's actually pretty useful for her. And then last but not least, I think, we have Sidewinder. So Sidewinder, we have a video for this. Sidewinder also now changed to heavy finishers. So similarly to Cobra Strike, you could roll away from every option she has. So now you can just go into heavy finisher and tag people. It also creates an actual good mix-up with her kick, because she can go Sidewinder into kick. So with this way, you can go Sidewinder into kick or heavy finisher if you're in a 1v1. Have a little bit of a mix-up afterwards. Or make sure at least that your opponent's going to stay in place. And the other thing we did to Sidewinder is that the timing, the chain timing options to all of her chains used to be at a static 500 milliseconds after the attack. So now what we did is you can chain a little bit earlier at 400 milliseconds, and you can also delay them up to 5. What this does is it gives her more utility in the lane. One of the problems that she had in the lane is that because her timings were so strict and so late, she had a hard time fighting off and contesting the lane or defending the lane against other characters, like Conqueror, for example, or Kensei. They have like much better ways of controlling the lane. So with this, she should be able to come back into the lane and control it a lot more to make her much more viable in it. So that's it for Nobushi. Stefan, what do you expect is going to end up happening with Nobushi?
I think it's going to be very interesting. She's got much more ability to lane and be safe in the lane, as you said. She's got some ability to actually make her mix-ups work and threaten, normal 1v1 or small group fight situation. So that's going to be interesting. You can't just straight up roll every time you see her go into hidden stance or after some of her other attacks. So there's going to be entire pieces of her kit that she never used that she will now attempt to use. So I think that's going to be great. Will she threaten for a Kensei spot? Will she go up to like JJ level? Where will she end up? We'll see. But as you said, she's got friends now with shamans all over the board. PK is being thought about at this point. The synergy is there.
Great. All right. And then our last character we're going to be looking at, who's the guy I dream about being every night, Shigoki. So we're targeting some things for Shigoki. Stefan, what do you tell us about it?
Shigoki is
not too
a strange character. Not super effective in Dominion or high-level play, mostly. Crushing newer players and weaker players because that's what it does. So right now we're going to try to bring down frustration for full population dual and Dominion type stuff. And at the same time, try to reduce the super polarizing matches of like Shigoki versus Conqueror, which is heavily like what can Shigoki do against Bash? Nothing. And on the other side, what do you do against a Shigoki if you're, I don't know, an Orochi or whatever, and you don't have a melee, and you're eating super armored lights, hyper armored lights, uninterruptible stance lights? Pick your turn.
Yeah, exactly. So let's look at what moves we're changing on Shigoki. So we're doing tweaks to his light attacks, to Demon Embrace, and we're giving him 2 new options. We're giving him a forward dodge attack and also a side dodge attack. So let's start up with light attacks. We have a little video for this. So his light attacks are no longer armored. They're still enhanced. They still have the rest of the properties.
Okay.
But as you can see in this video, he respects the core combat update frame advantage rules. It also makes it so that you have to be a bit like you have to be a little more smarter when you play with Shigoki and just not mash lights constantly and be able to trade all the time. We're expecting this to make him a lot less frustrating, and it really like he suffers from it a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. He's still able to go into his offense. Next up, we have Demon's Embrace. So Demon's Embrace, we also have a video for this. We completely removed the armor from it. So you can see here, like the warlord hits him super late into it. Part of the reason for that is that it's, if I remember correctly from the data that we have seen, that move is the single highest landing move in the entire game.
Is it
the
really?
Seem to show something like above 80% hit rate.
What?
With it, which is incredibly
80%.
high. A big part of that is because it's armored, and then you could. It's really hard to play against if you don't know exactly what option to use. You could do dodge attack into it, and then you would still trade.
I do not believe that 80%
and it was super frustrating for a lot of players. So we removed it entirely. So now you can still use it as a ganking tool. You're external, you do heavy into Demon's Embrace. You can still gank with it, it's still good. But it's not as strong as it used to be in 1v1. So you can't really rely on it as much. It'll still land, but it won't be like as powerful as it was. Another thing we did is also we lowered the recovery to 1500 milliseconds. It used to be 2000. And on top of that, you regain the ability to block at 1200.
So you can't.
So the mismatch there a little bit is so that we don't want people to use Demon's Embrace non-stop, like we see sometimes some Shigoki players doing. So the recovery is still a bit high, but being able to block at 1200 makes it so that beforehand you had players that could roll away and then do a dodge forward heavy and still tag you, or be out of stamina, do like forward step heavy and still tag you out of it. With this, you'll be at least able to block whatever they do. So you're a bit more safe when you use it, but you can't just spam it constantly.
Yeah, you'll get punished, but you won't be like insanely punished or extra punished.
At least you'll know they're coming.
In case of armor into hit in the recovery a second time.
Yeah. So next up we have.
Love you, Infit only
attacks.
took you like 10 messages
so,
to
so
try
now
them
you have the
out.
dodge forward heavy. We have a little video for this. So dodge forward heavy basically uses what we had as a
thanks for the 5, dude.
It's not armored like sprint is. It's literally just a dodge forward heavy. It catches rolls really well. Typically, from what we've seen, you can use it on reaction to somebody rolling and still catch them.
That's
so
pretty
really
cool.
strong. We know there's a little known issue right now in the testing grounds that's going to be fixed when the character releases, if we still do that, which is it doesn't execute right now, but it should. So just keep that in mind. It's a little bug that we're going to fix.
Put it in your surveys.
Yeah, put it in your surveys. That's going to be good. We're going to make sure we don't forget it. The other thing too is that it acts as a chain starter, right? So you can do dodge forward heavy into your heavy finishers and have a lot of pressure out of that. That's pretty strong. And then Shigoki's final change is he now has side dodge bashes. Basically, it uses his headbutt. So you can go into whenever somebody like attacks you, you can do side dodge headbutt. It gives him an actual option against to deal against bashes, especially the fast acting bashes. Like if you look at Black Prior or Conqueror or Lawbringer, for example, they won't be able to dodge out of it if you predict it. So it makes him a little bit easier to punish bashes. It also goes into his finishers. It acts as a chain starter. Basically, it's headbutt that you use in chains, but use it on a side dodge. It still does 37 of damage, all that stuff. So it's pretty strong. It's really useful. It's good so that because you can't really just roll away afterwards either, you can just do feint the guard breaking and catch people, and that's it. So it gives them a really powerful option to deal against bashes, but that doesn't really guarantee damage. So it's pretty interesting for that. So that's it for Shigoki. So what do you think Stefan is going to end up going on with Shigoki?
Well, I think for sure it's going to be less frustrating for full pop players like that light losing its uninterruptible property is going to be quite good. I think on the other side, we're going to see way less polarizing matchups. So Shigoki versus Conk or BP or whatever, something along those lines, is not going to be completely hopeless for the Shigoki. And then same on the other side, Shigoki versus someone who doesn't have access to a move like that is not going to be hopeless for the other side. So I'm really hoping to see Shigoki not have, dominant or dominated by matches and more like kind of in the middle. This is in the middle, trust me. I got a small scale there.
This is the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, yeah, so that's it for the character tree we have in the testing grounds. So, Mike?
Yes, first of all, that was awesome. A lot of information, and of course, this is a week event, and I know that it seems like a lot of stuff, but obviously, if it's going to be in the future of the game, it's the reason why we go over it so extensively, or you guys do at least. Yeah, guys, again, it's so important for you guys to be a part of the testing grounds and send your feedback, because obviously it's folks like JC and Stefan that are going to look through that feedback and say like, okay, well, this worked, this didn't work, and then bring those changes to the game thanks to your feedback. So guys, thank you for going in detail on all of the stuff, and shout out to Max who recorded all those videos for this segment. And yeah, thank you again, and we'll be right back after this with a map update, if I'm not mistaken. So thank you again, Stefan and JC.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, fellas.
That's it for
Samurai
today's show.
buffs.
It was a long one, we know, and we thank you for those of you who stuck by us the whole time. We had some Twitch drop rewards to thank you for your time. But so much to come for Year 4, Season 4. Mayhem, for those of you who may be joining late, you can take a look at the VOD. We have the website that's going to be coming up with a bunch of articles, the Testing Grounds article that's going to be live today, and the website page that will launch on December 10th to get more information on that. But before we end off the show, we have one big topic to cover as well, Clarissa, which is the Dominion series that's going on.
Yep.
It was on the roadmap as well, and you talked about the last chance qualifiers and stuff like that. So what can you give as an update to end off today's big stream?
Yeah, so at the top of the show, when we were going over the December roadmap, we mentioned that there's 2 things going on this month. The first one will be closed qualifiers, which will be in 2 days. And the closed qualifiers will comprise of the 4 teams each region. Remember, it's for EU and NA. It'll be comprised of the 4 teams, which they will all face off to secure their spot in the finals. And here are our open pool winners. On the Europe side, we have Nemesis, Working Relationship incoming,
Nemesis.
Pickup Truck, Your Days Are Numbered. And on the North America side, we have Chimmy's, Ubu Gang, Over Easy, and Brutal's Battle Battalion. These people will be competing in the qualifiers, which will be streamed on our Twitch page, twitch.tv/ForHonor And it will also be streamed on the Ubisoft NA Twitch channel and the Ubisoft YouTube channels as well. So currently, the EU qualifiers will begin at 12 p.m. ET, and the NA qualifiers will follow afterwards around 6 p.m. ET. So all of the information on when those starts and the teams competing will be found on our
There's something wrong with y'all, for real.
at battlefy.com/Dominion series. And, it's that's pretty much the update. So remember that we do have an official broadcast coming up in 2 days, but of course, you still have a chance to compete. It's not the end. We still have the last chance qualifiers,
Shagoki
which will be
felt bad for
happening
Orochi and
on
joined him at the
December
bottom of the tier
19th.
list.
Yo,
This
Grump,
one
thanks
is
for the
another
5,
open
dude.
pool, but it's only one pool. It's only for one day, really. I was going to say week, but it's really one day. So if you didn't make it into the qualifiers, you still have a chance to make it into the finals. You just need to sign up for December 19th. And that's pretty much it. So super excited for this Saturday, and we're gonna see who secures their spot in the finals, secures their spot in the last chance qualifier playoffs as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Very exciting time when it comes to that stuff, when Dominion series and being able to strut your stuff, and you have that last chance qualifier if you miss the boat. So that's great. Guys, once again, we're wrapping up today's show. If you missed it, you missed a whole lot, so go back, watch it. We covered the Griffin hero that's going to be launching on December 10th with, of course, the season, a testing grounds phase to start the season with Nobuchi, Shugoki, Peacekeeper, and Warden. There's a map update to Beachhead. We went all over the customization, of course, that's coming with this season. So much stuff. And again, thank you for watching. If you did the whole time, we got that Twitch drop, those Twitch drop rewards that are activated. So please give that some time for the due process that's needed to get that to you, and all of the other stuff that's going on for streamers, and the Twitch drop directory for the whole season. So more information to come when it comes to this season on the website on December 10th. You can check out forhonorgame.com for that information. And that's pretty much it. And that's quite a bit, actually. So guys, on behalf of Clarissa, my shitty mustache, have a great time coming into this last season of Year of Reckoning. Mayhem begins December 10th. We'll see you next time. Take care.
All right, fellas. How we feeling? How are we feeling? That was some interesting stuff, dude. That was an interesting stream. Oh, that's why you guys are saying butt plug execution. There's something wrong with you guys. That's funny. What a stream. What a lot of information, dude. Yo, LaDante, thanks for the 2. Yo, Uwu Gang, I don't know. I kind of got to root for him with that name. Gar, I'm not sure what you meant by that DM, dude. Alright. That was interesting. That was interesting, man. I've got to make a recap video now. I definitely don't agree with everything. You're punching the air right now? Why, dude? Man. Warden's gonna be a lot of fun to fight, dude. Warden is going to be a lot of fun to fight, fellas. Yo, thanks for the buck towel. Oh, I gotta put III back. My number one enemy in For Honor, I'm gonna see a lot more of that fucking shoulder bash. It's gonna be shoulder bash, light, heavy finisher, shoulder bash. Oh well, I mean, testing grounds next week. We're gonna see how everything rolls out. I'm looking forward to playing PK though. I'm actually really looking forward to playing PK. Shigoki, you know, man, did he say, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that before I make the video, but did he say 80% of Demon's Embraces were landing? I had to have heard that wrong. I had to have heard that wrong, dude. That's a lot of fucking Demon's Embraces. Like, holy shit. Yo, thanks for the 2, Some Rogue. Yo, Special Sponge, thanks for the 10. If Uwu Gang doesn't win, you're uninstalling For Honor. Okay, so the reason people were rolling away from Demon's Embrace, that whole mix, was because of the armor. Right? They couldn't just option select the fucking unblockable because then they'd get caught by the Demon's Embrace. So, when in doubt, roll it out, and then you get a free top heavy. So people were rolling because of the armor. And now they get rid of the armor and they give him a roll catcher. But who's gonna roll?
Doesn't win him uninstalling For Honor.
Yo, thanks for the 10, dude. Who's gonna roll? I mean, yeah, if you know that, okay, you're gonna throw your unblockable heavy, and you know that they're gonna try and option select it, sure, you can parry it and then light and then go right back into the mix-up. But I don't know. Yes, you can do that. It just seems kind of boring to have to do that, you know. Yo, Special, I'm your first donation. Oh, I'm honored, dude. I'm honored. Thank you. Warden buff is a new skin, but orange. Are you talking about because of all the badges he was doing? Dude, yeah, 80% of Demon's Embraces landing. That just seems so fucking absurd. Like, it sounds like a made-up stat. After I end this stream, I'm definitely gonna go back and look for that. You're uninstalling Minecraft Dungeons because of the stream? Holy, that's pretty intense, dude. What happened to Shaman? Yo, she got a crop top, dude. Oh, he's gonna be orange because of the unblockable finisher and the shoulder. Yo, I'm gonna start customizing my Warden and make him as orange as possible. I'm talking copper armor or copper materials and orange paint everywhere. You got schoolwork? Alright, bro, take care, man. Thanks for the donos. I appreciate you, dude. I'll talk to you in Discord later. I mean, it's still gonna have its uses. Like, it's not useless. I mean, you're still gonna be able to use it in like ganks and stuff. And I'm sure some people aren't going to, you know, option select or try to poke you out every time. But, you know, 7 days next week, we'll be able to play everything. We'll be playing Griffin. We'll be playing, you know, buffed Warden, buffed Peacekeeper, buffed Nabushi, and Shigoki. Warden main's gonna go outside and dislocate their shoulder. You missed the whole stream? Oh, wrong universe. I'm sorry, dude. I'm gonna be working on a recap here soon. But there is a lot of information, so I'm probably just gonna recap all the info in this stream and then do a discussion video like on Saturday or something. We'll find out. We will find out. Recap Peacekeeper's new mask. Yo, that is edgy, dude. Alright, Lucid, take care, dude. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. What do I think of PK? Yo, she's going to be a lot of fun to play. I'm looking forward to playing her, dude. Like a lot. Get that off of there. Oh, don't be like that, Space. You mean a 35 damage, Stigander? Holy hell. I was like 35. Also, when you think about it, I think Peacekeeper is also like not going to... Because she's going to be doing a lot of damage too. Unless I just read things wrong. Lord Adachi, I don't know, man. But if they're doing the testing grounds, then maybe we'll see more stuff happen, like after Title Update 2. And we know that we're getting more armor for Griffin in Title Update 2. It seems like nobody even cares about Griffin. It feels like nobody gives a fuck about Griffin. Everybody's just talking about the changes to the existing heroes. Alright, the boys, take care, dude. Thank you for watching. I think Griffin's going to be a lot of fun. I think Griffin's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking for... I'll probably get him to like Rep 10 and then, you know, go back into my habit of playing a ton of heroes. Yeah, some things didn't look good. Some things did not look good. Oh well. Well, I am going to go... Yeah, I don't like the sandals either. I'm going to start working on this recap video. Thank you guys for watching that with me. It was a lot of fun. I'm leaving my Twitch in the chat. If you want to head on over there and follow. I stream a lot on Twitch. Like anytime I'm free and I'm not doing anything, I'm streaming. So feel free to get on over there and follow that. I really appreciate that. Especially if you watch things on Twitch. Just quick follow. I'd appreciate it. It's not a virus link. It is not a scam. It is not a virus. It's just my Twitch. Alright, we're going on over there. Anyways, I'm going to go start working on this recap video and probably get some lunch. I'm not sure if I'm going to release a video today or tomorrow. But yeah, you know, a lot of information. This stream was packed with info, dude. And I also like the beachhead changes a lot too. But yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day. And I might stream on Twitch later. Who knows? There's also a link to my Twitter and Discord in the description if you want to follow those. I would really appreciate the help. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Take care, everybody.